Here live and direct. Today is the 19th day of October 2024. Ta tabo bochafo. Sorry, let me be. Ta tabo bochafo. Yes. We must continue. Notwithstanding the morning we are in, but we are in freedom fighting. Many things has happened and many will still happen. But we must continue until victory is assured. Therefore, without taking any much time, I will hand over the microphone to our GOC, Mazi Chinasa Nworu, in order to start up the program, today's exposition. Mazi Chinasa, please, you are welcome to the program. Please continue. The platform is yours.
Mazi Chinedu, Ndewo Nwa Chineke. Biafrans, all the lovers of freedom. My name is Mazi Chinasa Nworu. Mazi Chinasa Nworu served the indigenous people of Biafra as a member of the Directorate of State, headed by Mazi Chika Edoziem and deputized by Mazi Tony Nzurumike. I hail from Obingwa, Aba Province, and today, 19th of October, I've come to you with a heavy heart. Although when I fixed this program a couple of days back, we never knew what has befallen IPOB worldwide would happen yesterday. And before we continue this program, I would like every Biafran, wherever you are, every IPOB member, wherever you are, we're going to give 2 minutes silence for the Biafran National Coordinator Mazi Ikechukwu Ugwuoha, who was assassinated yesterday by 8 p.m. in the evening in Aba by unknown assassins. But before we proceed this evening, I would just like us to give him Mazi Chinedu. We give him 2 minutes silence. Biafrans, wherever you are, you can stand up and they put up a 2 minutes silence for this powerful comrade who has given everything. He has fought for over a decade, and it is unfortunate that this is what happened yesterday. Then after the 2 minutes silence, then we will go ahead to tell Biafrans why we are here. We would have canceled this program, but it's for the fact that it has been long, I haven't come on air, and I deem it will not be fair to cancel this program. Besides, we are just like people in the war front. No matter what happens, we must always stand strong, encourage other comrades who may be somehow weak, to tell them that we must march on if we want Biafra to be restored. We must march on if we want those who have fallen along the way to be happy with the living. Mazi, the 2 minutes starts now. Okay, Mazi. Thank you so much, Mazi Chinedu, for conducting this 2 minutes silence for our Biafra Land National Coordinator. Biafrans and all the lovers of freedom. It was really a sad news for the Biafran family. It's a sad news yesterday when we got the information that Mazi Ikechukwu has been assassinated in Aba. With the information in our disposal, we heard that one of the daughters, one of the kids, was sick, and the wife told him about the baby was sick, so he came to pick the baby to take him to hospital. When he came and picked up the baby, the daughter is one of his kids. As they were moving a couple of meters away from where the wife used to do her business, what I'm telling you is what the daughter narrated. Around 4 people double-crossed them and started asking his father where he was going. They jumped on him and started asking him to lie flat on the floor. He said, "Why should I lie flat on the floor? What did I do?" They pounced on him. On the process, trying to obey them, to kneel down as he doesn't know, they brought out gun. While he was trying to lie down, they shot him like 3 times. And while he was trying to lie down, one of them brought out a bottle of alcohol, started pouring it on him. The other one threw some pins on his body. While he's asking, "What did I do? Why are you humiliating me?" Another one from the back used an axe and they cut him from the back, from his skull. And the little child witnessed this thing that happened to the father. He was screaming. When the people started shooting, people around started running. There were like 4 or 6 of them. The child could not recollect, but he knew that 4 people first jumped them, and somebody from the back matched the father from the head, while they have shot him 3 times. And there was a car parking beside. They all ran into that car while they were shooting, and they drove away. Within this little period, this thing happened. The wife, before some of the IPOB members in those areas could be able to arrive at the scene, the car already drove out. And the community was trying to see how they will involve police over it. But with the IPOB members and some of the IPOB volunteers around who responded very fast at that particular scene, we were able to secure the body. People were thinking maybe rushing him to hospital, but by the time they arrived, he's already gone. That is what happened to our Biafran Land Coordinator yesterday, 8 p.m. in the evening, because he came to take her child to the hospital. And that is how the in-house enemies assassinated our Biafran Land Coordinator. I do not think there is anybody in IPOB who do not know who Mazi Ikechukwu is. A very gentle man. He has worked seriously for the Biafran Restoration Project. Mazi Ikechukwu have been to prison 2 times. Mazi Ikechukwu in 2016, when he was the ABIA coordinator, he is one of those people that mobilized our 2015 Biafran Memorial Day in CMS Aba. He was one of the people, the first march IPOB Biafrans took in Aba. He was among the people that mobilized. Mazi Kechku was also among the people that mobilized the march from Asaba, from Abo, not Asaba, from Abo, when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was arrested in 2015. In October 2015, Mazi Kechku was also one of the coordinators. He's a very strong mobilizer when it comes to IPOB activities, when it comes to something pertaining to Biafra. He was one of the people that mobilized the march from Abo to Anambra to Enugu. Many protests that have happened in Biafra land, in Aba, in everywhere. Mazi Kechku is always a leading figure in this protest. In 2016, Mazi Kechku was among those people. He escaped death in National High School, Aba. In 2016, when the Nigerian police descended the National High School, he was among the 8 people the military adopted from that prayer ground. With other people, I do not want to mention their names. 8 of them, they were appointed at that particular moment in that particular crowd to be the leaders of IPOB in Aba, who used to mobilize for protest and mobilize our people for the restoration of Biafra. He was among 8 of them because when he came out from that ordeal, he narrated the story to me, what happened at that particular time, how they took them towards Aloji, Aba Port Harcourt way. There is a borrow pit there. They lined them, 8 of them up, waiting for command to execute them near the borrow pit. While I could remember that day when that thing was happening, I could remember that day IPOB members around the world, everybody was using his contact to know. Pressure was going everywhere. Pressure was going everywhere in Biafra land. And he told me there was a call. He said because they have already blindfolded them, tied their hands behind their backs. Most of you could remember the people that were massacred in Aba. Many dead bodies we found in borrow pits in that area. Mazi Kechku was one of the people that escaped that death. Because they were the people they arrested were almost the officials of IPOB in 2016. National High School Aba, when people were praying for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi Kechku was one of the people they lined up for a firing squad. And at the end of the day, he told me a call came to one of those officers. One of those officers received a call. And he started shouting to the other people, don't shoot, don't kill, don't kill, don't kill. There is an order. That was how they now stopped force in killing them and loaded them in a pickup and brought them to the military barracks in Ngwa Road before Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor, they started pursuing the case, and other IPOB family members, and later they were sent to prison. I think he spent up to 9 months in prison before he was later released. And also he was later again arrested when he was returning. I think they went to visit Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in Kuje prison. On his returning, people also pointed at him. They were picked up. He spent more than 4 or 5 months in that detention. Mazi Kechku has been a front hardliner for the Biafra restoration. He has overcome many challenges in Biafra land. People should know when you are serving in that kind of capacity, there are accusations, stones are being thrown at you, lies are being peddled against you. But the most important thing is when you are doing that service, there are people who knew the service you are doing, who knew that whatever you are asked to do from the leadership, whatever you are asked to carry out instructions, they are being carried out systematically, strategically. It is unfortunate that this young gentleman, that people see him as a threat, to the point that people can even come out to take credit that they have killed him. One thing people have to know, I have said this on many occasions, that we are not going to play in the same league with these criminals. But we are looking deep, deep. We are not going to boast, because that dog that barks doesn't bite. We know everything that is happening in Biafra land. Today, Mazi Chinasa has been killed. People are telling us to calm down. People are telling us to take things easy. People are telling us, but the world is looking how our people are being killed. Those that have been adopted are in the prison. Some of them have died in Wawa prison. And nobody is talking about it. Instead, they are only interested to criminalize IPOB. The killing of Mazi Chinasa is a high-profile IPOB leadership member. His position in IPOB is very strategic for people who do not know. And IPOB will never fold their hands or sweep the death of Mazi Chinasa under the carpet. Investigation have started, and I am making it very clear this night. As soon as IPOB intelligence unit conclude on those, irrespective of those who have come on social media to claim responsibility of killing Mazi Chinasa, they will see another side of IPOB. I am saying it, and I'm saying it this evening. We do not come here to joke. We do not come here for people to trade our life, people who have sacrificed everything they have in life. We do not come here and people will play with our life. Be you who. Every other person may care. I do not care. Chinasa Nworu. I must protect this struggle. I must protect our people that are serving in this struggle. It is the duty of IPOB leadership to protect and defend IPOB members, whatever that happens. Irrespective of some ungrateful people that have found themselves inside IPOB. They came inside IPOB to make money. They came inside IPOB for what they are going to benefit. And when it doesn't go their way, they started their blackmail. I, Chinasa Nworu, I do not give a damn in your blackmail. I do not give a damn in whatever story you may tell people. But I am somebody, I always say it on radio here, I am a man of accountability, deep-rooted in morality. If you do not know who Chinasa Nworu is, go and ask people. Even where I am living, I do not vomit and take my vomit back. Because it is very, very, the death of Mazi Chinasa, it is out of sabotage inside IPOB. It is out of people, infiltrators, people have created. In as much as we know he has many enemies, we know people who do not want him dead. As I can tell you, a couple of months back, he visited one of the IPOB lawyers. He told him this, he told the lawyer, he said, these people are looking for my head, they want to kill me. Visited one IPOB lawyer and expressed his ordeal to him. He told him, these people are just looking for a way. I do not know what I did to them. I am telling you, this thing happened a couple of months back. He lamented how they just want him dead. He do not owe them. It's when they fabricate stories like they fabricate against the leadership. I have said this thing from since Mazi Nnamdi Kanu rendition. People do not know the damages they have caused to this struggle out of lies and blackmail. Out of lies and blackmail. people have not known. Many people, and I do not care what anybody can say. If Chukwuokike Abiyama said, this is Chinasa Nworu, your time is up in IPOB, you no more be here, I will hands up and tell him I have done my part. If Biafra comes, nobody will stop me from returning back to Biafra land. Because I have played my role. But it's unfortunate that the death of Mazi Ikechukwu is out of sabotage inside IPOB. It is people inside IPOB that plotted the death of Mazi Ikechukwu. And if you know you have made any statement, said anything, IPOB leadership will look to account all your utterances, because they said, abundance of the heart, the mouth speaketh. Many people that wanted him dead, we will investigate you people. You will tell us what you know about the death of Mazi Ikechukwu. Accusations upon accusations, and none of you can bring any evidence. It's when you hate somebody, you know that somebody is doing what, you look for a way to pull him down. And this death of Mazi Ikechukwu is going to be the end of many of these things. If you know you do not want to serve in this struggle, you leave. Many people that came into this struggle came in as psychophants. They survived in this struggle by only praise worshippers. That is what they came into this struggle for. You came into the struggle because you are praising someone, you are feeding fat by praising somebody, and when that person is no more there, you do not want to, because other people do not regard your praises, because other people do not see your praises, or you are expecting other people to come and pay you for praises. Nobody pays you for any praises in IPOB. You cannot tell me that Biafrans around the world, we are contributing money. Some people are in Europe, code is coming, in the Middle East, in Asia, in America, in Europe, contributing money. And somebody somewhere there believing it is his right. If you ask him, he tell you what I did for Biafra or what I did. We are not going to take those nonsense. The nonsense will not be taken again. I am bittered today. Since yesterday, I am bittered, and I am bittered the way they have assassinated Mazi Ikechukwu. Enemies in the house. Enemies. When you are doing it, you think it doesn't have a consequences. When you are doing it, you think there is no consequences. When you are castigating and blackmailing somebody, you think there is no consequences. That is why one Igbo adage says, you continue to blackmail people. And at the end of the day, when they die out of that blackmail, people go and kill them out of that blackmail. Then you turn around and say something rubbish against that person. This leadership will not entertain those things. People who have served this struggle deserve to be respected, whether they are in or they are out. As long as there is every accusation is still mere blackmail, you cannot move along. If some of the IPOB leadership who are based in Europe, based abroad, the way they have blackmailed us at the early of 2001, 2002, even 2003, some of you might see us on the road and kill us because of what people have blackmailed. You will kill us. And that is why there will never be peace in Biafra land until most of our people change their behavior. Because many people are being killed for nothing. Innocent people are being murdered on a daily basis because of lies. They continue to feed on people's blood. I came out for this struggle, same like millions of other Biafrans. We came with our money. We came with our money. We sacrificed. No, I have not seen anybody that joined this struggle from 2013, 14, 15, 16. When they arrested Mazi Nnamdi, many people disappeared. People remained. They make caricature. They use up and make caricature. Later, Mazi Nnamdi came out. During those times, people were sponsoring this struggle, bringing their money. If it is money we have come to make, I don't think we would have come here. And at the end of the day, today, we have lost. Why we are talking about Mazi Ikechukwu is because he is a well-known figure in the Biafran struggle. There are many people that has been killed. Their issue were not even treated because there was a shady stories surrounding their death. People have been killed. IPOB volunteer senatorial commander in Olo was killed, Chinasa. Many people were killed just because they said, this is not the thing to do. Our Osu commander was killed in Olo. These are the same things that happened because he said, these criminals, you are not working for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He was killed. And today, we have seen an innocent man who works for Biafra with his life. If they allow you to do the job, you cannot do it. Because talk is cheap. Talk is cheap. Talk is cheap. And I am saying something this night. And I'm going to recommend it for the HOD and other members of the DOS. Already we are talking about it. You see, in IPOB, there are people, they tell you, you are elders. These are elders. These are IPOB members. I want to state it very clear this evening. If you call yourself an elder, do not interfere in IPOB coordinators' affair. Do not go to IPOB meetings to tell anybody who is 45 years to come and join you as an elder. It's not going to happen. A 45-year-old man is not. From 60 years up, you can go to be an elder. Do not come into IPOB family, bringing divisions in IPOB family. From this night, if the elders try to recruit elders inside IPOB family in 45 years, if you are not up to 60 years, do not join the elders. Let the people of 60 years do the elders' work. If they come inside IPOB in every state, everywhere the elders, if you are not up to 60 years, you are not authorized to join the elders. After all, in the civil service in everywhere is from 60 years. You join the elders. Elders should not come inside IPOB families, coming to pull out members. Tell them you are 45, come and join the elder. The elders should know their duty, and their duty will be furnished to them. They do their job. Rubbish politics, nonsense politics, they risk everybody privacy at risk. What they are dragging, I don't know. What they want, I don't know. They allow themselves, people come in, people that have been in the struggle for 10 years, for 11 years, for 12 years. People have been in the struggle for 7 years, 6 years. People come in and start telling you rubbish, you start running around. Why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in detention? I do not blame some of you sometimes. I know who I put my blame on. And when the time comes, I will say it publicly. I blame you for doing all these things in IPOB because all these confusions, everything, all this killing is caused by some group of people that were given unwarranted support just to dislodge the DOS, just to dislodge the people leading this struggle. I am asking Biafrans, if the leadership leave this struggle, where do you think we will be by now? Let us leave it. Let those who think they can manage it. Let Biafrans come on this radio and tell me, Chinasa Nworu, you people resign, let us give it to people. I will resign tomorrow. Since it has led to killing our own members. Enemies in the house. Enemies in the house. Biafrans, if you do not want the leadership to continue to lead you, come on Radio Biafra. Tell us that you do not want us to lead you any longer. I will honorably resign for you people. Because people we took oath with are going behind the planning evil against their own principal officers, against planning how to kill their own people. What are they dragging? Women? Money? Or what? Fame? Mazi, the death of Mazi Ikechukwu is really, whatever I'm saying, I never planned that this thing will happen. And really it's taking away what I want to talk. But I'm going to stop here so that we can go into other issues. But everybody, if you have planned, let me make it very clear. If you have made some utterances towards the killing of Mazi Ikechukwu, Makachineke, we will investigate it. And if we found you wanting, we will never let it be. Mazi Ndewo.
There were Mazi. It is really horrible, you know. One of the most tedious job on earth is leading Igbo people. It's very, very hard, honestly speaking, because there will be complaints upon complaints. Any person that maybe you come, you didn't salute, maybe out of there are many people. Hey, you know, Mazi, our people are very, 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 very difficult. I am telling you, and it's one of the main reasons why we are in this situation, suffering, because we are not loyal. Our people are not loyal. Everybody has their own agenda. So we must continue anyway because Mazi, we cannot use annoyance to throw away our team. Instead, I get Jonoma to Bonoma to I Bonoma to That's it. So that's it. It's very, very horrible, but we must continue. I could remember one of my maternal uncles. He said something. He was a Biafran war military man. He fought during the war. He said that sometimes you have to, if you are in the war front, you are firing, you know, sometimes you'll be looking at your back because internal enemy, people that have one grudge or the other at your back, that is your own people also, that you are on this, they can kill you in the war front. So sometimes, we're brain, you have to be watching. Sometimes we're brain. So that is the thing. That is how our people are. Mazi, can we start by talking about the situation of the continuous detention of our leader and how things are around him, how everything is now around him? Please, Mazi, can you brief Biafrans what is happening for the meantime? Mazi, go on, please.
Mazi, thank you so much for this particular issue. Mazi, the issue, the detention of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, frankly, IPOB leadership is not happy the way things are going. And I know that is how also many Biafrans are not happy. Why I said so is that in all this, the leadership is the people who get the, we get the knock, we get the queries, we get the headaches, and we are not complaining for those things because we found ourselves here. You know, the position the leadership found themselves is not like we decided to go and make election and I come out, I said, I want to contest for this position. That is not how it happened. Many of us that found ourselves in respective leadership position because of the contributions, effort you have done towards the restoration of Biafra. And that was the yardsticks Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was using to appoint many people in different positions. And then with time, we have learned a lot. The motivation, the zeal is what has brought us all and ideology, because the message Mazi Nnamdi Kanu brought us exactly is what we needed this time where we found ourselves, restoration of Biafra. It's unfortunate. On 26th January, I think on 26th January or 25th January, when I came on air 2024, I said some things. I was shouting about the strategy. Mazi, the point is this. Many people read from newspaper, read from social media, but if you are in the leadership position, we have a lot of information. We source information. We anything. We pay money for information because we know information is the key to anything we are doing. The Nigerian government does so. All the people inside IPOB, they pay the people they are given is to get information about what IPOB is planning, what IPOB is doing. When we get the information, we know what they are planning. We know the mindset. We know those holding Mazi Kanu. But you see, some of our people will come here, they talk, what are you people doing? I bring up Mazi Kanu. Some of them have never even been to ordinary police station. Some of them do not even know what we are fighting for. The case of Mazi Kanu is a very serious case. If anybody wants to shave it, with, you understanding me aside, that is his own problem. But the leadership of IPOB is not taking it lightly because the manner Mazi Kanu was renditioned to Nigeria is not ordinary. Nigeria spent millions of dollars. Nigeria used money, lost some people. There were some people who participated in the rendition of Mazi Kanu. They don't even know what they were doing. They think they were smart. They think they were playing with the government. They think, no, they don't know all those things was heading towards the adoption of Mazi Kanu. They didn't know. Some of them also thinking, if it happened that Nigeria is destined, if it happened, they will find way. That is when you neglect certain things. The case of Mazi Kanu, we saw how some group of the legal team were fighting each other. They were on, do you understand me? Everybody was fighting them. We know. Everybody knew how the lawyer Sane Ezekome, how they were sacked on social media. These things are uncalled for. And the leadership took their time. We send messages. We beg. We send many approaches. But as an obi de kapa, and you cannot find a man's mind through construction of his face. We continue to do things. But at a point, if you are pushing for something, we say, okay, I say, since there are people who are capable, they say they are capable to do this thing. They don't need anybody contribution. They don't want you. They don't even want you near what they are doing. For reason best known to them. Mazi, this is Biafra struggle. What you will do is you relax. Give people chance to work. And that is what is happening now. The legal team that is handling it is a chance. People give them chance to work. Whatever information they bring, that is the one we will take. At least people surrounding him now, surrounding Onyendu. You are not going to fight. They must give you. If they want to give you information, they will give you. If they don't give you information, you keep silent. If you have the one information you know, if you don't share it, then you can only manage because this is our leader. But the leadership of IPOB continue to press in their special channels. I'm not going to mention the channels because the moment you mention the channels, boom, tomorrow now they send people there. No, we cannot be pushed for somebody. The leadership of IPOB, we are engaging seriously. We're spending money diplomatically, engaging people. And we're not going to come on social media to show it people. We know the response they give to us. And we know where they say push from here, push from here. But sometimes it is frustrating that the people that have circled Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, I thought they would have made the wonders. Because when they took over, when they push everybody, kick everybody, do you understand me? You talk, they will, if the one they don't talk, they send their spokesperson. They know, they come and they talk. We are not in competition over who will release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu or who will not release. Everybody saw it. They took over the case. And we will pray for them to make sure whatever they are doing, until they say no, like they kick the other people out, we'll give them the chance. That's why you don't see the leadership fighting over it. We give them the chance, let them walk. And we are seeing their report card, how it is all going. Maybe tomorrow they say they are fed up. It will not stop the IPOB leadership to step in. That is one thing you have to know. This is our leader. But we do not want, because there is something that is happening most of you don't understand. When people are quarreling on social media, you people thought the Biafra struggle is moving forward. Mazi Chinasa, do you understand? You understand my point? When people love, when we are quarreling on social media, people thought that is progress for the Biafra struggle, and it is not. If I come and talk something about the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, one of his siblings will come out and attack me and tell me, I don't know what I'm talking, or they will accuse you of something. All of you heard, all of you knew on 26th of January, when I came here and said, pause this court. When I say, pause this court, 2011, I told our people that the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a political case. It needs political solution.
2021, I think.
Mazi?
No, you said 2011. I said no, 2021, I think.
No, 2021. When I came here on Radio Biafra, I told them self-determination is a political issue. And if you're fighting for self-determination, you must be very, very careful, because a freedom fighter and a terrorist, what separates them is a very thin line. The international community will never say anything. They will look at you, you are jumping. They know what you are doing is right. They know you are fighting for self-determination, but they are waiting for something. The day you cross the line to the side of terrorists, you see them pick them. All of them will be asking, bring him to my country. He has committed crime. This is because they are looking for how to pull you down. I told our people that we are going to approach this thing politically and other ways. Because IPOB, some people came out here, said that we are afraid to answer terrorists. That since we are afraid to answer terrorists, that he have declared that he is the terrorist. Today, what happened in Mazi Nnamdi Kanu case, there are certain things they talk why you don't see us react too much, because if I have passed the stage, if you come and lie, I will carry your lies. I will not carry the lies. In this struggle, at least before, maybe I'm not in a position, I'm talking to our people every time, or where our people want to hear from me. In this particular position, there are lies I will not carry. Because tomorrow I know, so if I do not have information from the right source, and I investigate, especially when you have lied and played, I see you play with my mind, I will now, any information that comes from the legal team, I will look very well before I carry this information. Because sometimes it is to shoot myself. So Mazi, pertaining to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu case, I do not have anything. I think last few days, I said something. What I knew is that they refuse. They refused since after that court where he asked Binta Nyaku to rekindle herself, to take herself away from her case. I know that from that day till date, the DSS have refused. And I wrote it the other day. for record purposes. They have refused, and that is what, for now, we knew. So I will not speak because most times, I want to tell you something. Most times, what we say is what Ejiofor do as update. Every time he goes to this thing, we don't want to say it. We tell him, Barrister, it's your duty, because you are seeing Mazi Nnamdi, it's your duty to give an update of your visit. I will not be the one far away here to give an update on the case. That is why when Ejiofor gives the update, and we look at the update, it is clear. One or two persons will call him to clarify on what they wrote. Before we share, we said, okay, people, share this information. This is the update. That is it. But when other people are going, because Onyendu is in the hands of the enemy, we do not want to carry information that may jeopardize his safety. Mazi, I hate those language people say nothing they happen. Something is happening. They say nothing they happen. Mazi, you don't underestimate a state government. Talk less of a federal government. Talk less of a monster nation like Nigeria. So anything we are doing, we must be very strategic. We must have the accurate information. Reasons. International community are watching. If we peddle lies in the public, I can tell you, I was shocked that on my Twitter handle, I saw some former president of a nation following me on Twitter. I saw many analysts, security following me on Twitter. So I would not like to write something that are not true and I cannot defend. I see organizations following me on Twitter. So any information I must dish out there, I must make sure that I have it firsthand before I go and dish it out. Reasons, the leader of indigenous people of Biafra is in the hands of the enemy. There are information I can dish out that place. It will be used against him. And there comes to certain issue I would like to clarify on air tonight. There are people, they have come, because it's all this case, there are people, they have come to ask us, you are writing press release now, you remove the name of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Nobody, removing the name of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did not have anything to do with subchanging Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. If you go to all the newspapers in Nigeria, even if we write our press release, we know how they put it. You can go and read. But along the line, we found out that there are press releases that we are writing. There are some action IPOB is carrying out. There are actions we carry out in Biafra land, which sometimes it comes through press release. And the people that are concerned, I don't mean only Nigerians, I don't mean only Biafrans. We mean people, sympathizers of Biafra outside the country. They will ask you, your leader is in the hands of the enemy, and you are saying you did this thing under his command. Are you not putting him in more jeopardy? Mazi Chinasa, are you understanding my point? Are you not putting him, because you claim he is inside. The Nigerian government have issues with him. And when you come to write your press release, you said the leadership must take responsibility, not him. Because these things you are writing, that even if you go mistakenly, the understanding means something happened, you have a confrontation with the Fulani herdsmen, somebody died, or this, and you say it is under his command. We must also be sensible sometimes. And I am explaining this thing on air so that all our people will know. There is nothing, people are using it, you know, they love blackmail. Since it is being written, people are talking. Imagine, Mazi, example, when they brought this IDP camp in Imo State. When we tell these people to remove the IDP camp, we gave them hours to make sure that that thing is there. Imagine that we use the name of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to do that. And when we gave this warning, in less than 24 hours, Imo youth went and burned down that place. Mazi, what do you think will be the fate? They will take more that under his command, that people like what happened to Imo youth today in Imo State. These are very simple things we want our people to understand. They are not done in bad faith, but for the betterment of the struggle and for the betterment of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Nobody, the new blackmail they use over the case is that, I saw one of the stupid people who came on social media talking about people who want to take position from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And I'm saying, Biafrans, this evening, never in any freedom outfit that the leader is alive, whether in jail or in exile, that people take his position. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu remains the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra. Why it surprises me is this. Those who are peddling these lies over these issues, they were there, begging some of those who have already claimed they have taken the position of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Some of them were begging them money. The people who come on social media was begging. People should know too that the people that have claimed to be president of Biafra, they are all in America. Another one in Europe. There was one that was in London. He's in London. There is two governments in exile in America. One in Maryland, and I think one in New York or Washington. I don't know. Two governments. Even at a point, one of the government in exile, I can publish their letter after this program. They invited us. And we published the letter they wrote. They invited us to come, the government, the president of Biafra in America. And we published the letter. Because these things happened immediately. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was rendition. They wrote me a letter. They wrote to Chike Doziem. They wrote to people that they are inviting us to come the day of inauguration. They will make prayer. Their letter headed is there, government in exile. And who are these people, government in exile? These are all the people who supported making sure they blackmail, the law cases. They are the one, if you are talking this, they are talking that, because all their problem was people were rushing to hijack Mazi Nnamdi Kanu legal case. Everybody was rushing to hijack the case. Every lawyer, and I'm saying it on this radio, apart from Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor and the Barrister Nnemeka Ejiofor, there is no lawyer hanging around Mazi Nnamdi Kanu who have bring out one IPOB member. Are you hearing me? Everybody running around for their fame. Maybe after the case, some will go to contest for House of Rep. That is why you see the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, people running around. As the leadership, we have sent messages through different channels, and we were told those people are the right people to handle the case. They know what they are doing. And because of that, we must stay aside, let them finish. In case they say they have failed, IPOB leadership will never hesitate to come inside. So whatever message they give out to the public, that is where we are going to stand. I'm not speaking with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu unless there is a message that comes. And any message that comes, I have to verify it very well. Because where Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is, a lot is happening. There is no message that goes out from there. The DSS is not aware. So anything that comes, I will look at it. The leadership will look at it, whether it will endanger the family, whether it will endanger the struggle. So we believe whatever the lawyers who are around, anything they tell us, we take it for now. Until they say they cannot do any longer. But we are there. That is for in Nigeria. But internationally, we carry the flag of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We carry the message for his unconditional release. There are many diplomatic jobs going. We don't come to talk about it. Because we know that diplomatically, I think within this period, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, we were having a consultant, we pay over 100,000 pounds. People do not know, to lobby things. And you know, because we don't come to boast, there are people, there are others who have over $100,000 lobbying around the world. When people see those things in newspaper, they run and come and claim responsibility. They don't know what is happening. They don't even have idea how those things. They thought those things are falling from the moon because the leadership do not come to boast. Do not come. I don't mean we are not doing consultancy consultancy that give us breakdown every 2 weeks. Even before we pay him for everything, he must give us details if we are satisfied at what they have done before we pay them. So IPOB leadership is engaging seriously. We have missions to accomplish, and diplomatically, while we take it to that far, diplomatically, is that we found out that people holding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the Igbo politicians are involved, and they play the card with the Nigerian government. So I don't want to talk about them, but we must use an external force to make sure that that hand, we will frustrate them with all their plans. They are not, some people are thinking, when they release, they have the Nigerian government, Igbo politicians have made a post plan if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is released. The Igbo politicians have already hatched a plan if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is released. A plan of assassination. I am saying it now so that people will take note. When they will be tired from the international pressure, they will be tired from all pressures around the world to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Now, they have already made the plans. For what? Assassination in Biafra land. They have already made the plans. They have made the plans, and it is people around Mazi Nnamdi Kanu they will use to conduct this assassination. That is why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu coming out from the detention, everybody must be on high alert to protect Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because the politicians and Nigerian government, when they have found that they have weakened IPOB, they will release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They don't want him to walk freely in Biafra land. Everybody should know that. So that is why it pains us when we see some people going to beg money from those who are planning the death of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They think they are smart. Mazi, I will stop it here.
There were Mazi. Do not forget that we are here live and direct. Today is the 19th day of October 2024. And we are here with Mazi Chinasa Nworu. Mazi, as you have said, there are, you see, some people, mostly in Biafra land, some of them, they keep on complaining. Now, what is going on? Now, nothing is going on. No, the leadership is doing nothing because so people are following where they see water. And that is why people are entering into criminality. Some people are entering it ignorantly. Now, when they enter, thinking that they're on the right path, after they are seeing another thing, it will be hard for them to come out. And many of them will be killed. So, I want you, Mazi, in order to educate our people because you have said this on one of your broadcasts, about the restoration of Biafra. It is not only about what happens in Biafra land, in our land. It's not only about that. Because Biafra land there are many international interests. It's about even change world order, shaking world order one way or the other, because our land is feeding many Western countries free of charge. So please, it's the restoration of Biafra, many things that happen, actions outside, different methods and modus operandi, is what mostly also what will determine the restoration of Biafra. Not only carrying gun, in Biafra land, or carrying AK-47, and when you shoot, you say, hey, now we day here. Mazi, please, I want you to touch more on this because many people are talking about this all the time. Please, Mazi, go on, please.
Mazi, thank you. These questions you are asking me, I mean, very, very important questions. Very important. Mazi, let me bring it to the criminality. You understand me? Let me bring it to the criminality. Why criminality will never benefit the struggle. Mazi, there is something our people do not understand. I have said it in my last broadcast and I'm always saying it. History always repeats itself. But those who are smarter and knows the history will always try to avert any, you understand me, looming danger ahead of them. The leadership, we do stay to brainstorm, we do speak, the leadership, there is a way they work. If anybody found anything interesting anywhere in the world, they will call each other and discuss. If it needs to bring in more people to throw it as a topic, they will do that. Mazi Chinasa, you are in the media, on the radio part of this movement, and you also in other places. You see how we normally call the media to brief them, how we brief the people, how we brief. I used to tell people IPOB control thousands of media personnel. It's a hectic job. So in all these thousands of people, there will be some people who will attach themselves to the struggle, but truly they are not. They will come on social media, they claim what they are not. And that is why you see their voices are always different from what the agenda of IPOB is. Very, very different. Mazi, when these things happen, when Mazi Nnamdi, do you know why IPOB members, many IPOB media, do you know why they fall in line? Was when these problems are started. I read a book of Sheikh Maktoum of UAE. There is something he talked about administration, in public administration. He say, always make sure you brief the media, your plans, your intentions, what you have for your people. He said, do not leave the media behind. Tell them the truth, because they are the people that will tell your story when you are no more there. They are the people who will defend you, what your intentions are all about. The way the criminalities came, boom. At the initial spot, in 2021, we did not see the magnitude we are seeing as the year progresses. At the initial time, the criminals pumped up. Some of them were criminals before. But when they hear the IPOB, some of them start returning from where they are to join because they told them Bush was paying in Anambra, south of Anambra and Olo. Actually, every time we talk about south of Anambra and Olo, these people are the same people. It's just creation of states that divided them. Olo people come to Ihiala, to all this, all of them are the same people because they behave the same, they are reasoning the same, and all these things happening is within that circle. That is where it is happening. Now, that is the major place it is happening. I do not mean there are nothing that happens in other states, but this is the heart of what is happening. And in these places is where I could remember in 2022. In 2022, there was a traditional ruler in Anambra. I'm not going to mention his name. It happens that at a point when I was coming on radio to speak to our people and say what is happening in their place, he through somebody, he engaged me in a discussion. He told me, Mazi, I have seen what you people are doing, but truly, what is happening in my community, in my area, it doesn't really have. It's when I have listened to what you said, I said, yes, it doesn't really have anything to do with IPOB on ESN. He said, because these boys that are terrorizing our communities, they were our youth that we drove away from the community because of their criminality. Some of them were armed robbers. They were pushed. One of them, the father, that was one of the boys that was killed in that community. The father was a highway robber. They killed the father in Lagos. So the boy grew up also, the boy was terrorizing the community. He told me, you know, because they said this struggle, they held us Nnamdi Kanu, we saw many of them returned. And when they returned, they said, we are IPOB member, we have joined, because some few criminals were calling criminals all over Nigeria. There are, you know, some of our people, there was a guy they call Ugo. They killed him also that time. When they were interviewing him, when they caught him, he said he based in Yola. He was doing criminal activities in Yola. They told him, what are you doing in Yola? Come back. Bush, they pay. Many of them were calling people in Lagos. They will tell you, do you have anybody? There is one guy, somebody was even promoting to them. Say there was one guy, he was a bad guy. The guy ran away from Nigeria, ran to Cameroon. They were communicated to tell him, come, just if you come, we will send money, you come straight into the camp. Because Mazi, the criminality started growing. Many of them, they know their people. They were calling them. They were telling them, come. Especially after the jailbreak. Many of them that was released in the prison, they went and camped in the Mother Valley. Those who do not accept what they are doing, they kill them. They kill. Most of the boys ran away, they killed them. Some of them have all run away outside the country. Some of them, we are spotting them where some of them enter. But we found out that they were conscripted into those places. So at a point, when election finished, the crime upgraded. That was ending of December, January. After the election in Anambra, the crime upgraded. Who are the people that step in? The main-time kidnappers who are not living in the bushes. They are living in the towns and in duplexes. They have big business. In Anambra, they are. If you come to the big shops who are involved in kidnapping, they are in Anambra. Now, Mazi, these people came in, now started picking. They know people that are rich. They started picking them, collecting money. The kidnappers, when they, like that set is going, I'm saying it on radio. Some people, some of their agents, I don't know, some of them have contacted me, asked me that, Mazi, they came to another level, but they don't know we are wiser than them. You will see, they won't support the Biafra struggle, but they want now, because I am coming on the air, dislodging all these criminals, exposing them. Because the moment we expose, don't you people know, it's because of constant exposition on this criminal. Now they decided to answer their own name. Even though they answer their own name, in the back, they still use the name of ESN to threaten people. But when they come out, they shout their own name. But in crime, they want to use the name of IPOB. Because that is the main body people do respect, do fear. They grip up on that. It is because of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They started criminality. Mazi, some people now start to, people who do some illegal businesses will call us. They say, Mazi, somebody, he did one business, 100 million, 200 million. Tell ESN officers, IPOB people, if we get a 50-50, Mazi, we tell them, Mazi, we don't do such here. This is IPO. We are Anyana Habobo. Which business did you do? And they will say, no, but we don't do these kind of things. When those proposals were coming to the leadership of IPOB, I said, we don't do that. How do you think we came? Millions of people are involved. This is the only way you can support IPOB. We don't need your support if this is the way you will support IPOB. Now, somebody is owing somebody, you want to come and contract IPOB to go and get, we don't do this. It is not our business. From there, those things they came and request, we start to see them happening. Maybe some people have, some group of people have accepted and contracted and started doing those businesses. Gradually, Mazi, that is why. Have you ever asked yourself in this criminality, if it is a normal criminality, you would have seen cars, maybe armed robbers stop people on the way, start robbing cars, start robbing anything. I think, Mazi, are you understanding me? But we are talking about criminality that
like normal robbery.
They know whom they are going to take. They know whom they are going to pick. Their victims are identified. They know who they are. They will go to their houses or near. There was a case that happened in Anambra. A man was coming back Christmas holiday with the family from Kaduna, arriving at his gate in Anambra. Like somebody was controlling. Somebody was controlling from Kaduna, controlling that man, I am sure. Or somebody he's coming with in the car. Man say, at just his gate, he came from Kaduna, arriving in his gate. People were already waiting for him. He didn't went into his house. At his gate, they blocked him and picked him up. And that man was never seen till today. Maybe there is a business deal in Kaduna. We heard the case came to us. We pursued the case, tried to find out to help the one we can. We could not. A letter report came that they were withdrawing the man's money, withdrawing after the money, with his car, everything. The man came with his cars. Mazi, have you forgotten one of our IPOB members who came from India, came for marriage? Everything, the car Lexus he bought in Lagos, they took it from him. Somebody was also monitoring him. They took him everything for the wedding, they took it away. Mazi, I am saying this thing on radio, Anambra and Olu, especially Anambra South, the kind of dirty business they are doing, I do not mean that there are many dirty business happening within this circle that is now leading to assassination and killing. Coordination from abroad. Mazi, that is the criminality you are seeing now. These guys that are still disturbing, do you see them? They are running for their dear life. The criminals who claim they are fighting for Biafra, they are running for their, most of them are wounded. They have killed them into stupor. But why is those kidnapping happening in different locations? They are picking people. How? That is to show you the first case. There was a first case in Olo. Somebody called me and told me, Mazi, how can ESM people, that was around 2021, 22, that ESM people came to his hotel and they gathered people there. There was somebody, he brought goods. I say, which goods? That's when I understand that they brought drugs. I told him, ESN don't involve in those kind of things. He said they came to the hotel. I said, how did they, which ESN? The people came, said they are ESN. They came to the hotel and they were saying they brought in the drug in the hotel that day. Worth over 150 million. The people took, take everybody telephone. I told him, then you believe this is ESN? You believe this is ESN? He said, because they said they are ESN. Do you see what is happening in our land? Our people they are one of our biggest problems in this struggle. Because they have minds of criminality. Many of them criminalize everything they found themselves in. That is the problem we are having. They criminalize everything. I want to say something, Mazi. Many people do not know that when you send a policeman to the east, a commissioner of police, an army general to head a distance, they lobby the position from Abuja. I don't know, many of you don't know. To post police people, to post military officer, top military officer, they lobby the position. They pay heavily to be posted in the east. Both the ones that stays on the road, many military officers and the police commissioner, when they come to the east, they need 6 months. They are all millionaires and billionaires. I think you remember one of the Anambra commissioner of police, the Yoruba guy, who was a police commissioner in Europe, in Anambra, and when he resigned, when he left Anambra, he went and resigned, saying he's going into, they were writing that he was a multi-millionaire. I said, he have golf clubs, he have this. I said, which commissioner of police, a civil servant in Nigeria, with salary of 200,000 or 300,000 or 400,000?
What you are talking? What about Abakeyari? What about Abakeyari?
I'm coming. I'm coming for Abakeyari. Only say criminal inside the police. I mean, a commissioner of police. They say he owns. They were promoting him after serving in Anambra. A civil servant. Salary is not more than 400,000. Is now on. When he resigned from Anambra, he was what they say he's a multi. He was showcasing. He was. After this program, I will bring out that his profile. He's serving Anambra. Many army colonels, generals, when you post them in the east, they are millionaires. Now you start to ask yourself one question. Our people are the ones encouraging this criminality. The businessmen in the state, many of them are into criminality. That is why when you see a commissioner of police arrive, a young boy will go. Oga, they say you don't know, you they post for our state, he go and drop 20 million naira. Mazi, can any genuine person, I'm not committing any crime, I don't do any legal business, a commissioner of police arrive in my state, I go and give him 20, 30 million. Oga, na this na your kula not to welcome. I am asking, the person who moves and go and gives such money, what do you think he's doing? Protection for tomorrow. You may be saying, my boys will be seeing you every month. Oh. Don't worry, okay? Anything you need, call me. Mazi, that is why when you hear the amount of money police are making, if you go to Abia State, almost all the policemen in Abia, all of them own houses. From extortion on the road, after owning houses, some of them are building churches. Some of them build churches as a joint business. They will detain you in their cell. They will call their pastor to come and preach for you, that God will save you. They will facilitate your bail. You will come to their church and start bringing tithes to that church. They are members. They are owners of churches. This is the level of criminality going on in Biafra land, and all are tagged on IPOB and ESL. I'm saying this thing on air. People don't know. Of recent, there is one bishop. I want to also say people living in abroad. When you are coming home, be careful who you say, where you are going, because the people you are gathering in abroad are also passing information down to people at home, down to their criminal gangs. Around a month ago, there is a bishop. He based abroad. We are still investigating if he's alive or not. He based abroad. He came for project in Nigeria. And as soon as he arrived in Imo State, he was kidnapped with his bank card, and they withdrew. And it is these criminals claiming Biafra. They withdrew from that man's account, all the money in Naira account, 250 million Naira. They withdrew it from that man's account. And they shared. There was somebody among them whom they claimed that he was not in their tango, who come to ask for his own share. If not, that he will raise his voice. They kill him. Their chief criminal asked them to kill him for daring to talk like that. And that is how some of them, out of anger, pinch themselves. That is what you see that is happening in Olu there. Some of them now report. They scatter everywhere within themselves. Oh, yeah, and the boy has seen him. Go to Abia State, go to all these places. All the police officers of Lance Corporal, Sergeant, they are going on SUV. They have cars, all of them. This RROS, all of them. People that are crying that salary is 50-something thousand. The criminality, because some of our people are benefiting. Mazi, ask yourself, why is it that only in our place, when our people are, they are in Lagos, so you don't see them with hundreds of police. Most of them, they do business, they kill. This is what is happening in Anambra, in Olu. People coming from abroad, I'm telling you, even among them that they are claiming they are making Biafra, they are poking one another. This man that you see that they took, he's one of them. He's one of their supporters. They took him at home, 250 million, and I don't know if he's still alive. Mazi, criminals sometimes, they only try to kill you when you try to do what? Revenge. Some of them, they don't kill you. I think you get me. When they come, when you resist, they will. When they say, give me, you resist. Or when you are armed to face them, they can kill. Mazi, these people will kidnap somebody. They will keep you, take all your money. If you have some cars, you are parking at home, they will ask them to go and bring the cars. Mazi, you have stayed aside. Don't you think there is something beyond that? Like people who want to recover like debt, who want to recover business deal, who want to recover some things. You have cars. They tell you, go and bring that car. You go and bring them. If you bring it, they will leave you. When they have collected the cars, collected everything, they kill you. And they say, it's IPOD ESN. Just like when anything happens, it doesn't take 2 minutes. That stupid one in Anambra, they call Ikenga. Tochuku. He will run, it is IPOD. It's of recent that he have reduced hand in calling it IPOD. You come to Biafra land, some church, some pastors, I am saying it here on radio so that our people will know the level of criminality going on in Biafra land. Some of these people are using church accounts to collect ransom money. Some of them are using, do you understand me, some police officers that open churches that they have account in the church. The POS they use and collect money. When the money goes, they say maybe the money where you give for church, but it is their money. This is the depth of immorality in our society. All is on IPO. Police officers, militaries, churches. In as much as we know, not all churches, so it's all these new Pentecostal churches. And you know one thing, there is something our people did not understand, that most of these priests in Biafra land, in Catholic churches, you see this person they train. You know, people didn't know that it was politicians. And some of them were trained by politicians. Politicians trained them, send them abroad. Ah, my boy, they send you. I could remember those days when a politician, when I was young, he saw, somebody wanted to introduce me to somebody. When we have not started Biafra struggle, he saw me somewhere, we were talking. When I came, he insisted he wanted to introduce me, one politician, he will take care of me and build my career. I told him, man, I don't do that. Even we haven't started Biafra struggle. That was when I understood that many people are being picked when they are young. Maybe the guy saw that time I'm outspoken, and he's a footballer. He's an international football player. He plays for the Nigerian Super Eagles. He tried to push me, to introduce me to one politician, that he will train me, do business with me, but groom me up. I said no. I told him no. I told him I don't. I will not. I also get that offer from one guy also, a friend of mine also. He's a half caste. He worked with one of the Nigerian politicians who have a very big business in one of the African countries. He told me, bro, you are a material. This guy will train you. They are looking for people who are very, do you understand me? People who are smart, who are brave to be able. Because as they are retiring, they are looking for people. That's how they train all these priests in churches. That's why sometimes you will see a priest will give the politician. They will come in the church and make donation 1 million. You don't know to take share. It's money. They make promise 1 million. After he called him, he said, priest, there is some money will come inside the church. We give donation. When you hear the money they are giving, even all these big churches, sometimes it's an avenue they are using to launder money. You say, this guy give this 10%. He gave, this guy give 1 million. You thought he gave. It's 10% he gave that one. He returned him the other one. It is through church. This is the evil going on in our place. That is why when you talk about the extortion in our land, have you ever seen one politician or Hanezel, any governor, because they know what is happening? The governors may not be beneficiary, but they know it is a business for people. They know it is a business. They have compromised. Okay, make una they do and now since no be una go they give, they take the money from us. That is what is brewing criminality in our place, and they use everything tag it on IPO. Today they are tagging IPO. They have forgotten days they were killing IPO. God have come to punish them because of what they have did to IPO. All those politicians, all these people talking, these are people, many of them, when we were marching with flag, they were killing us. When we came out to protest, they kill us. We came out to do sit at home. We make 30th May. They kill us. Anywhere they see, they face their gun on us. Today, the punishment is on them. They kill themselves because of money. Criminals come and kill them, and all they catch IPO. They have the media people. Immediately they kill one person there. Oh, it's IPO. They don't even investigate. They didn't even reach there. Mazi, everything is to demonize IPO. Mazi, you saw the game that was being played, Nigeria and Libya. Mazi, a DSTV crew, Super Sports crew. You see, on that day, one of our barristers was handling a case in Imo State. When I was discussing, I asked him, said, because when it happened, call were coming, they say it's IPOB, they say this thing there. I told him, barrister, ask yourself this question. You say you drove those roads, you drove yourself, go those roads, and go to your court and come back. Is the road empty? He said, no. Are cars moving? He said, yes. The road is full busy. Then, Mazi, ask yourself, how is that particular car spotted? How is that particular car spotted? One thing is that what they wanted to use it to achieve, it didn't materialize. Because as the attack happened, they call us, some say separatists, some say this, some say that. The police responded, they lost the police when they tried to rescue. What do we ask yourself? Who passed this information that these people were coming? Who was following them? Who passed the information? And among the whole cars going along that road, they are the only one they kidnapped. Mazi, questions need to be asked. And sometimes, even our brothers, they will come out and make some reckless statements. I saw one in the Guardian when a British diplomat was trying to correct
Peter Obi.
Yes, when he's trying to correct Peter Obi, that the people that did that is non-state actors, that they are criminals. You see conflicting report, both of them, they got it all wrong. They got it all wrong. Why did I say they got it all wrong? Reasons are this. Number one, when Peter Obi say non-state actors, Peter Obi knows that the Nigerian government has always been calling IPOB a non-state actor. In as much as IPOB is not the only non-state actor in the state, because churches are also non-state actors. Some big organizations that can make laws like churches can say this is holiday, these are non, and they are not armed. But if you say separatists, which they are calling IPOB, that means you are classifying us under that non-state actors. But the diplomat was correcting Obi that thing has nothing to do with separatists. It has nothing to do with those agitating for a separate state. Rather, they are criminals. Most of you do not even go to the news. Very sensitive information you can use and educate the people. You for them on social media. They don't see messages that exonerate IPOB. They don't even put their sense of reasoning to analyze such news. That now a British man is correcting Peter Obi, that it is criminals that are doing this thing. While Peter Obi on one hand is saying state actors, non-state actors. These are the things happening in our land. The criminality happening in our land is in another thought. Let me say something here. I have not said this thing before, even though I have come on air. Many people did not know why the DSS director resigned. You know, IPOB, we don't do gazing. We don't do gaze. We don't say, oh, it is God. Anybody who came, when something happened, instead for him to make investigation, he said, now God, do it. You are just far from knowledge. Because the IPOB leadership, our duty is when we see something, we follow. Bichi, that resigned, said because of family issues. People did not know. Aisha, the wife of the director of the DSS, Bichi, he is involved using DSS officers to harass, intimidate, extort money from people. There are some of our people in the East working with Aisha, the wife of Bichi. If you doubt me, I'm not going to tell the story, but go and check the track record of Bichi wife, Aisha. Go and see her record, how he used to have problem with people, with politicians. There are many cases on his head. And there is a case that brought her up that led to where the millions of dollars and people were involved. They wanted to use Bichi wife to assassinate those Igbo people. When the case becomes big, the confrontation comes. Bichi knows the battle. Go, you will see. Most of you don't follow things that happen. There was a time is it 2023 or 2022? Bichi, his wife Aisha, even his son. There are times DSS used to. Bichi will say that the dark forces are pursuing me. They want to destroy my career and smear my family. That is why we used to say, if you are in this struggle, sometimes you know your family. If they are power can become power drunk, keep them aside because they will destroy your career. Especially if your family people that do not hear from you. It is that case. Many cases holding Bichi wife is what leads to Bichi resignation. It is not God say or this thing. He resigned because the case was big. People wrote petition what his wife is doing. They will pick people. Let me say this thing also to our people so that you know. When I say, when you find yourself in this position, you found out that information can come to you. There are the ones you will say, I'm not taking it. There are the ones diplomatically you will get away from it. I have seen people, some people have approached me. I'm not talking, approach me that, hey, brother, you don't know business and all these guys, business that is moving, things that are moving. You don't know some of your people. These guys, they have money. He said, if you know the ones have 400, 500 million, have good money, inform me. It's business. I will tell my friends EFCC, they will come and carry him. When they carry him, before he come out, at least half of the money. We are not going to touch his property, anything he have, but it's that cash. unless we can sell property. He said if we have up to 500 million, we hold him. Before he leaves the custody, he will release half of the money. He said, you take your share. I said, my brother, is this how you people make? He said, now the business where they for Kanu. Imagine what our people are doing to their own people. And some of them are using Northerners. Beach wife use Northerners. People in the DSS. I'm not going to tell the story. There are a lot of stories the wife of Beach involved in. And why I'm not telling the story is because Mazi Nnamdi is in the custody in their hands. I will keep it. Because I know every information. As they follow us, that's how they follow them. As the DSS is following us, so we are following them. We are not sleeping, keeping silent. As they follow us, we follow them to know their background, to know who they are, to know the business they are involved in. Because that is what they are looking, trying to pull every IPOB member down. Why IPOB leadership have survived is because had it been IPOB leadership, we have any skeleton in our cupboard, in diaspora, in anywhere, by now they will pull us down. That is why I tell people in this struggle, please, I am not coming to tell you the business you do, but we are building IPOB in a high level integrity to make sure of those things we are against in Nigeria. It will not be a replicate in what you see in IPOB. It's not that we don't need financial help or financial support, but has Nayaga help with. Now, what I can learn, because we are looking for Biafra, because we do not have enough funds to support what we are doing, then we saw our hand. Because immediately the leadership of IPOB saw their hand. This game is finished. It's finished. We are living abroad. We know what all our people do. What they are doing, other people does it. But what we are saying is that at a point, we keep the leadership above those things. We are an institution. The Directorate of State for the Indigenous People of Biafra is an institution that some of you expect in future to serve in the Directorate of State. That is how institutions are being built. A DOS is not me. It's not Chike Doziem. It's not Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because all of us, we are immortal. One day, people will pass away. We need people that when they are coming inside the DOS as a member, you have integrity. Two, you can't serve two masters at a time. If you know that your business you are doing is not something you can be proud of, because reasons are what? When the Nigerian government found out you are involved in some kind of illegal business around the world, in drugs, in Yahoo scams, in all these things, or in all these, what they will do, they wait. Don't think they don't know. They will wait. And when you fail, they use that side and pull you. And you are a member of IPO. You're a member of the DOS. One day, you may be thinking they will come to arrest you for self-determination. No. They are trying to see which illegal business you do. They will get you there. They may not kill you, but they will use you, they wrap you and tie you and keep you one place. When you see bad now, you can never talk. When you see they are killing your people, you cannot talk because you know what has happened. You know what they have done to you. You know that you are, you understand me? If you talk, they come after you. Why do you think that this our brother Benjamin Carlo, Mankoma Mankojo, he gives support? Because he's not a man of his own. He have a 419 Yahoo office in South Africa before he joined politics. The same thing happened in Imo State. You ask, where is the House of Assembly? Why are they not talking? Why are they not talking? Because many of them they are drug dealers. Some are 419. So anything Hope say, what can they say? They cannot say anything. If they talk, they put them inside. Some of them supported Hope is from drug money. Those doing drug money in South Africa, they support him. This is their business. IPOB did not come. But what we are saying is that if you are in the IPOB leadership, you need to respect yourself. You must know that you are serving the people of Biafra. A struggle that all of us have sworn to protect. We have sworn and said we are whiter than snow and whiter than white. It should not be only words from our lips. The only thing remaining in this struggle is the Directorate of State for the Indigenous People of Biafra. And they have fought anyhow to infiltrate this. They are not infiltrating it to do is to come and put. It's their normal way. They will accuse you, they will accuse you, they will accuse you, they will put. Confusion will come. That is only what they want. That is all they want. That is why people do not know in this critical time, we need to protect any structure we have, protect it because things are happening. As criminality is happening, remember that what is happening, IPOB subject is also global. We have IPOB members around the world. I have said this thing on air. There is a family, IPOB. Let me give you an example. There is a family of IPOB in Italy, in a part of Italy. I'm not going to mention the name. When Mazi Chinasa, they have been there. The family has been there. The coordinator has been there. When Mazi Chinasa Kanu was renditioned, this particular unit in Italy, they went gaga. They follow nonsense. They are this, they in another person country. They are cult members. They now join the Edo people. They started their cult disturbing in that city. Unfortunately, they got problem. And before that time, they know them as IPOB. The state knows them as an IPOB people. But now they switch into cultism. Do you know when IPOB was having things to do in Italy, the state prosecutor of that state have put IPOB in that state as a cult group. As a cult group. They are IPOB, but they are a cult. They classify IPOB now as a cult. One of the secret cults in Nigeria. If they classify IPOB as a cult, what do you want? Who is the leader? Mazi Chinasa. So it is a cult group it is building. On one side, they are pushing for criminality. On another side, they are pushing for cult. Every day we are on social media defending ourselves. Those who knows what they will come and do on social media are there looking for who. We don't even care. As we are like somebody like me, I do not care because I know we are on the right path to redeem ourselves. I did not hear any other message than the come and support for the restoration of Biafra. I do not hear any, there was nothing, there was no business discussion that brought me into this struggle. The only voice I hear was the voice of Mazi Chinasa when he said, come, let us go and get our. And that is why I respect all IPOB members who answered this call. From 2013, 14, 15, 16, who remained gallant. Even though that some of them were blackmailed out. But we will come to that. As Biafra will be stable, we knew there are people, but because of the philosophy that when things happen, you go, you are gone. We know. Along the line, we know some people were blackmailed from what they did not do. And that is what we have seen even today. That the same people are there also blackmailing for their own interest. Then the Nigerian government, when they are reducing, new people coming. Because the Nigerian government knows that blackmail is a very strong weapon. If you don't know what is blackmail, go and check what is blackmail. Ask yourself, where are all those people who have come to take over? Those that God have come to take over? Ask them, where are they? Some people went to kill Chinasa Nworu, to kill Chike Doziem. You people saw it. A woman go naked, where they deceive him. Do you understand me? If you do this thing, you will take power and destroy Chike Doziem and Chinasa Nworu them. You people saw her nakedness all over the social media. Today, where is her? Where is she? Where is she? Some people in Anambra, some coordinators in Anambra went to Aguleri and killed a ram that after 1 year, Chike, Doziem, Chinasa Nworu, they will all die. The DOS will destroy. Ask them. After 1 year, we didn't die. They go back again. They ask them to come and they renew the oath again. Some of them started drawing back. Have all of you forgotten Okeze in Aba, the man in the synagogue? Have all of you forgotten? 20th December 2021, on social media, where they bring two big cops on social media with the full church of, they say, synagogue people. They were there casting and they counting an incantation, and they killed the two chickens because of Chinasa Nworu and Chike Doziem to destroy us. They couldn't even see the local chicken and box. It was Okoka Greek. Today, where is Okeze? Later, he was caught. He was doing medicine for, he was a priest making medicine for kidnappers. They came from Imo State and come and carry him. I think he's dead already. The synagogue destroyed. Biafrans, what has happened in these past 3 years, we're supposed to learn. We're supposed to learn. We're supposed to learn. Every day people come to, you don't ask yourself, all these things they are doing is for what? What is it all for? It is to destroy IPOB. When we are shouting that this thing is to destroy IPOB, some of you that, we don't need this. You people have sold this. You people, all of you were there. I came and make this. I pronounce it. I never deny it. I pronounce the sit at home. I pronounce it. And I didn't pronounce it under my own power. It is the DOS. Mazi Chinasa will make the memo and authorize me to go on air and make the pronouncement. And I did, on behalf of the movement. On behalf, because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, like now, they are holding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for long. Nobody. That was the reason why we put the sit at home. What is happening now is the same reason why I put the sit at home. Have we all forgotten? Have we all forgotten? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was brought from Kenya. Brought him to court on 28th of June. They say now they are putting him in the next court, I think 25th of July or 24th of July. On 25th of July, they refused to bring him to court. They refused to, the DSS did not bring him to court. There was rumor that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in a very bad health condition, that he is about to die. Even those women, Omada Kanu in USA, they even, one of them said it, that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have only 2 weeks to live in the DSS custody. If you are in the shoes of the leadership, what will you do? When all of you was also attacking the leadership of this movement for selling Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, after rigorous meetings, after rigorous deliberation, consultation, people were pushing us to go, go and fight, go and fight. We told them, this is not fight. The Nigerian government is alert, waiting for you people. This is what they are looking for. You step ahead, they will declare war in our place, and they will massacre our people into submission. That's what many of you don't understand. They will massacre our people into submission. We said we are going to do sit at home to pressurize. Besides, we told people we are non-violent movement. I came on air and made the announcement for the sit at home to kickstart on 6th or 8th because they refuse access to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. At the end of the day, they sit at home when I announce it. God knows whether we like or not. The day I make that announcement, I know that the gods of the land was with Biafra. I know that the gods of the land was with this leadership. I know that the gods of the land wanted Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to be free. I know that the gods of the land wanted this struggle to succeed. But what happened? The day we pronounced the sit at home, Immediately we put the seat at home. But all that 1 month, they didn't want somebody to see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Our people are not strategic enough. It's the same Monday we kickstart the seat at home. That was the first they allowed Aloy Ejimako to see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that day. Which, that was the day Washington Post, was anybody killed? Have IPOB done any sit at home? Somebody is killed? No. Nobody. They start to fight that sit at home. They start to fight the sit at home and they try to destroy it. The family of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was in the forefront to destroy the sit at home. To call off the sit at home, they were in the forefront. And after we have called the sit at home off, they make a U-turn. I'm saying it on air. Saying it on air. That is what happened. After they have pressurized, not obeying Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, not Mazi Chike Dozie went on air painfully and told us this is an order. I must obey Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We begged that we know how we want to
and that was the starting of all this nonsense that is happening.
That is it.
That action started everything.
Everything.
Mazi.
I begged, we begged all the DOS members. We wrote and said, we are watching the situation. We see the way our people, most of you, have you forgotten that when we called it off, some of them come out and say they sit at home, we never stop. You think some of them knew how our people, because people said, if this is the way to support Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, what greatest thing again to rally people was that sit at home. It was that sit at home. Most of you did not know that there are some people, they call themselves some elders. They used to gather in Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's place to knock or fall on the head of Chinasa Nworu and Chike Dozie to destroy us because of we are fighting for what? Most of you do not know. We know all of them. Then, along the line, we saw that the family of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu also started supporting the sit at home. Why they told the leadership, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, stop the sit at home. Now, ask yourself, some of you that are ranting on the social media, the same situation now have repeated itself. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, since 24th of September, till today, they cannot see him. The weapon we're supposed to use and activate, because everybody now is careful. For you to set up a new order, they will turn because they hate. They have put the hate there. They don't want the DOS to succeed. Now, do you think that we don't know what we can do? You think we cannot lock Biafra down for them to see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? But everybody have something telling him, you may set up a new order. Not sit at home. We have orders we can set now. It will happen. But you are afraid. Will it be sabotaged? Because you may immediately you pronounce it, you will see counter order upon counter order. The social media will be on fire. People will think that we are getting Biafra. He doesn't know we are not going anywhere, but it is to find a way to destroy the strong. I'll stop here.
There were Mazi, very, very sad indeed, but we must continue because what has happened in this going to 4 years, 3 years plus, it is mind-boggling. The amount of sabotage, Mazi, it is too much. I don't know, politics is very dirty. Once politics is being brought into this struggle, it's no more. They don't want the DOS, the leadership to succeed. They don't care about the restoration of Biafra. What matters is who will be in charge. It is mind-boggling, Mazi. Now, Mazi, moving forward, please, I would like you to also emphasize, because when you look at sometimes some of our people in social media, honestly, privately, personally, I become ashamed. You see, many of our people on social media, if it is not about insulting somebody or a call no story, gossip or one thing or the other, they don't have any other thing to offer. Mazi, please, I want you to add your mouth also, emphasize more. You have been saying it, but emphasize it. Our people on social media should be picking one topic and be analyzing and teaching people. That is the most important thing. Exposition. Not only asekwa, only some of them. Honestly, I don't even if I want to even block their this because they don't have anything. Instead of onye asekwa nke a dịkwa eme nke or just nonsense stories. Instead of telling people, making expositions that people will learn from. Instead, they start steering disorder. Please, Mazi, please emphasize there so that our people on social media, many, not all of them anyway, many, some of them, without talking, bringing one gossip or one thing against one person or the other, they don't have anything to offer. Mazi, one time you said you advised them, if you don't have anything to talk, please, na kuzi Igbo, be teaching people how to speak Igbo or how to write Igbo. There's one of our sisters that is always doing that, and I love that sister. You know, so even if you don't have anything to offer, or you have run out of analysis or ideas, you be teaching people even Urobo, be speaking Ejo, teaching people different your Biafran language or dialect. Mazi, please, I want you to emphasize on that. There.
Mazi, Mazi, it's also a very good topic, and I'm going to clarify every Biafran here today. Mazi, you see this few number of people. Let me make it very clear. IPOB have IPOB media. Warrior, this is like Mazi, as they come, they call you Professor Chinedu. They call this one Professor, Doctor. Are you understanding me? Warrior, I don't know. Everybody must understand this thing. I have said this thing on many occasions. We don't put guy name in what we are doing. I am Mazi Chinasa Nworu. Not Ake Uchionwa one or all these ones they are talking. It doesn't move me, and I don't need it. Call me Mazi Chinasa Nworu. That Mazi will even make me more happy. You know, I want to, psychologically, I want to position myself like the Northerners, where they would prefer to be called Alhaji than to be called a professor. You know, most of them, even though he's a professor, he will call him Alhaji Professor. You understand? Before you put his name. So the Mazi there is very, very important for me because since Mazi Nnamdi Kanu brought that word, it has become, it is now solidified in our society. You understand me? These are what it makes a very great impact in our life. People are carrying their shoulder up when you call him Mazi Onyediotua. He feels respected. You understand me? Mazi, IPOB media is what we have. And the Mazi Chukwu, your former, is the head of IPOB media. Mazi Chukwu, the former, is the head of IPOB media. And there is somebody assisting him. Don't need to mention his name. And we have other media heads. We have independent medias. We have, sometimes I used to get lost how many media groups we have, we control, and every group have what they are doing. And Maz, I can tell you that some of these people you see that make this too much noise on the social media space, they are not in those our media groups. I'm making it very clear, everybody have to know. And I will tell people how they are formed. I will tell people so that everybody will understand this night. Why some of them have grown their wings, and all of them, many of them only do call their names, they have all fallen apart. And some of them that time, Because there was statements, there are statements Onyen do make in IPOB, but people misinterpret those things. When Onyendu say, if you come to IPOB, you make money, you understand me, you make this, that IPOB, in Biafra, but some of them, it doesn't mean that if you come, you are making money in IPOB. That was not what he meant. But many of them take it literally. Some people jump onto social media. There is somebody I will call his name. Did you people remember one of our brother they called George Money? All of you remember. He used to be on the media space, but I do respect him. Why I respect him is he respected himself and they move on. Many of you did not know that that guy, George Money, was not a member of IPOB. He do not participate in no way he's not a member of IPOB. But he was on social media. He interviewed, we give him access, he interviewed by the stage for this is media. But at the time when they hold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, when accusations were going on, we are reshuffling the family, the media stuff. He was asked to tell us the family he belongs to. We found out the country he's residing. We asked the people there, they said, no, he's not a member of IPOB. He have never been part of IPOB. And we approached him. We said, my brother, what you are doing is very good. We would like you are doing to be an old member of IPOB so that certain things you can be able to carry along. We will put you in some specific distance because we have forums, the BTV group, the Radio Biafra group. And at the end of the day, he said he will not take the oath for IPOB. He don't want, if he cannot be inside IPOB and doing certain things and be part of us for oath that he's not ready to take. We told him, if you're not taking oath, you can't be in our midst where we share sensitive and strategies on how we handle things. And he said, it's okay, I will withdraw. That is how he withdrew. Many of you don't see him in IPOB stuff again. Maz, I think you understand what I'm saying.
Of course, of
that
course.
That is how he withdrew.
Of course.
And he withdrew and went home without fighting with IPOB. We promoted him. We brought him to the limelight. Same thing that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu came and promoted some people and tell them, you can listen to this person. Who drafted that list? Because of Bright Chimese saw how people were doing in the social media. There are certain subjects we said Mazi Nnamdi Kanu do not discuss them again. Allow people, give other people some job to do. And the list was drafted. And the Bright is alive. I called Bright that time. I said, they was asked to give list of people you know they are doing well on social media. That is how he drafted the list. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu mentioned some names. And it was, I know what happened that time. It was also the time when Chemefo left. And at the end of the day, only some of them, because we realized, as and when the handshake passes the elbow, it becomes, so they have a limit. Some of them, we don't care. You can be the best player, but if you are not disciplined, we are not taking you in. We don't give a shit. Mazi, one thing people do not, instead for you to stay in IPOB and be fighting, because any day we decided it is you, Makachineke, if we confront you, you are dead. You will go home and die. Mazi, I don't know if you see what is happening in Biafra land. When you feel you cannot be under IPOB to do what you are called, go your way. Go and preach Igbo unity. Go and preach Omenala. Walk out. Maybe that is where your calling is. Do you understand me? Maybe you want to be a comedian. You walk out. We have given you the inspiration. See what is happening in the whole Biafra land. This is what IPOB, people get motivated from what IPOB was doing. Today, people take it as a responsibility. People now start to recognize themselves. People start to know where they come from. Look at the argument. Look at the discussion going around. Is IPOB participating? No. But people were motivated. Instead of to stay in IPOB, be running around, they move on with a good. Look at Mandi Omenala. But I'm not, Omenala is to teach. Like there is one of our brother, Voice of the East, something in the next, he teach Perfect, perfect. Or is it the son of the voice of the son? He teach. That is the type of very educative. Everywhere, if you go to village, if you go to Anambra now, the number of Ezewani, they are more than the number of medical doctors in Anambra. Ezewani. Ezewani. Everybody. What we are saying is, if you feel IPOB is holding you down, you have your wings to fly. Fly. And stop saying in IPOB media circle, trying to fight IPOB. Now, let me come to another side of these people on social media. Mazi, some on social media, there are some people on social media, there is a particular person on social media, he's on social media because of his personal benefit. Personal benefit, some of them. They are not the only one on social media. You know the ones making sense. You know the ones only when they give them credit. When they get from you 50,000, they say, let me go and make broadcast. To prove that the money you give them, the job has been done by going on social media and talk. You know, when people talk about Ikonso children, Mas everybody in Biafra, both people in Biafra land, knows men we have lost in this struggle. They know men in the jail, men that their children is do you know why the issue of Ikonso and his family is rising up on a daily basis on social media? You see where people is talking. It's because of one person. Because only Ikonso is the only one that we have lost in this struggle. People took away his children, different kind of people in the name that they are going to take care of the children, and they are using those children to beg money all around the world. That's why every time you hear Ikonso issue, because they use the name of these little children, but they are not. Ikonso is one of our strong heroes. He died a martyr. Ikonso, people took away his children in the presence that they are related to them. I don't see how they can take care of the children more than the mother. And they're using those small children. Upon the leadership is taking care of, leadership have a responsibility. But they're using this thing. If you know you cannot take care of the son of your friend, my friend, fuck away and get away from the road. You're telling me that you're a friend. If you say this guy is your friend and you have his baby, if you say it's your brother and you have his baby and you cannot train the child, every day you beg in America, you beg in Europe, you beg everywhere. Begging. Anayo. These are the people you see them talking rubbish on social media. No other people. They are the people that they find anything. Mas, let me correct this impression. We are not going to take it any longer. People in Biafra land and in many people abroad, people have been blackmailing the IPOB leadership. That IPOB leadership is not doing what they're supposed to do. That IPOB leadership is not taking care of them. When they have problem, IPOB leadership don't take care of them. I swear in the name of Chukwuokike Abiyama, if they push us to the wall, I will start. Just it's because of security reason. I will publish the names and the money that people are taking from we are taking care in this struggle. Sometimes I contribute money and I give to a fellow man because he has problem. Sometimes it pains me. I look like a stupid person. It pains me because they turn in the back and stab you and blackmail the IPOB leadership. It pains me. There are people in the prison. The records are there. We have the welfare people. We have the record of money being spent. Medical. IPOB medical department have money allocated to them. I think presently we have 3 years record. All the millions of naira spent with record arranged. The report is there. People that from the prisons, they are going to visit them. But it is very, very shocking that people we call, People in the prison, IPOB, we go to them to give them money. Another person will see another side, use them and collect money that is going to see them. They tell you leadership is not doing anything. No. There are people, they give them bail. IPOB is taking care of the bail charges. We are doing our best. People are there. And thank God, the bank statements will never lie. They will never lie. But they are seeing it. Those particular people you see on the social media, these are the people who will come and tell you that the leadership wants to subchange Mazi Kanu. They will carry the campaign around, calling people problems that the leadership have solved. They will call people and tell them that the leadership abandoned them. It doesn't do anything for them. Some of them don't know if we open our mouth and mention the amount of money that goes to them. Biafrans will get crazy.
Mazi, before you continue here, can I say just 1 second? Now, those people they call talking about IPOB leadership doesn't do this and that, send us money. Why not the people also inquire from the leadership before doing anything, or anything they tell people
Mazi,
they will just believe?
Mazi, I'm coming to that side. Mazi, I'm coming to that side.
Go on.
Because after I have explained it, then you found out that some of our people in diaspora, they said, how can I say it? Ka m kwuo n'okwu Igbo, ịma na ngwere si na onye ọbụla lụrụ, onye ọbụla mere ọgọ. Ndị Igbo si na onye ọbụla mere ọgọ na nke ngwere. Na anya nọ ya n'ama ịnọ na ọgọ ya adala elu. You know, as we are in this struggle, we expect every kind of things to happen. From coordinator to member, so we expect everything. But it's the ability to manage it and keep calm and move forward. There are many coordinators, some of them, it is out of their good heart. I'm telling you. But in a way, it affects the struggle because when they ask those people the money, for example, you call UAE, you tell them something that the leadership is not taking care. They take the money and give to you. The coordinator there, the executive, they may feel, why is the leadership not taking care of these people now? So why should all this money we are saying, why they don't take care? If it's so, now let us take care of the people directly. Mazi, are you understanding me? They start to have a bad distance. They start telling them, you see, you understand? Don't mind him. Chinasa Nworu, don't mind him. They start to castigate because they want to take money from a coordinator. Are you understanding me? If anybody, let anybody who have approached this leadership for one problem or the other, that the leadership do not do it, let the person come and say it, unless we didn't hear it. We do burials, hospital bills, rental apartments, we pay. There are people, there are many families, we pay rent on a yearly basis. We pay medical bills. This is the one we do. There are the ones that even you will wake up in the morning, 5 or 6 people have called you, their son, their baby is in the hospital, their wife is in the hospital. This one is not among. We must find money. But it pains us sometimes that those people who call us and take money from us, they will also another people and they ask them money again and tell them nobody wants to help them. And I'm saying today, it is very wrong. It is very wrong. You call, let anybody, they are all there. They are all there. Both the ones going to court in Abuja, both the ones, everybody remember how many people were going to court Abuja, from a Gole wife, from all the people. We take care of everything unless we did not hear it. Immediately they talk about it. Mazi, even sometimes there are people, had it been you are paying them salary is better. Because there are people, they will bring problem in 1 month. Do you understand me? If you pay them salary is better. So that they will relax. Can you believe there are people with his child, akpọga sị gị na nwa na-efu efu. Ọ bụ mụnwa nọ na Kuwait ga-abịa ebe chọta ebe nwa na-efu efu. He won't look for the child. He put the problem on IPOB. That since morning, you didn't call people around the place to look for your child near home. You call the problem on IPOB leadership. I am not saying, but I want them to understand that this is also, and some of them, they don't give pre-information. Huh? They don't give pre-information. They call you now, they want the problem to be solved now. Now, in 2 hours, in 3 hours, they want that problem solved. So they will be calling you on they take that money. An institution doesn't work in this way. When you call people what IPOB leadership have done for you, you turn around, you call another person in Europe, you call another person in China, you call another person in America, you call another person on the same subject. They think we don't know. But as and along the way they have taken it, it is their privilege to do so. They use it to blackmail IPOB leadership, use it to blackmail Chike Doziem, use it to blackmail this movement. And somebody will say, what are they doing? But the people are the people sustaining you. Pay your rent, pay your children's school fees, pay your this thing. There are one of our sister, I do respect her so much. I don't want to call her name so that people will know. This is one of our sister when she had problem. She has kids. When IPOB support her to move to a place, they support her for the first year and the little thing they gave her. She's a hard-working lady. She moved on. She never disturbed this thing with the little thing she struggled on her own, making life, paying school fees for her children. I mean, a woman. While the other men, they give 100 excuses. 100 excuses. They give you, they won't allow you. The next thing, they blackmail you. The next thing, they blackmail you. Money. With the little money that is in our possession that we are using to manage this struggle, we put our own personal money to make some of them happy. But they are ungrateful individuals. Some of them, not all. And what they will gain is to blackmail people you don't know even where they are. Some of them, I have given them money that I have never given to my younger ones because of Biafra struggle. But they will turn around to stab you. They can blackmail anybody. Mazi Chinasa Nworu. They can blackmail Chike Doziem. We will defend the one we can defend because he doesn't talk. So I don't know. I don't see where they finding the things he said. This, you know, Chinasa Nworu is their distance. I am prepared for everything. I have been told. I have the information. I will stand on my principle. I will stand on the integrity that I came into this struggle. I don't give a damn anything anybody will say. Any day it is time for Chinasa to go. If Biafra is not restored, I will go peacefully. And I will carry my shoulders up and walk away.
Ndewo. Onye agwara marago atọrọ ọmara ya amara. That is the thing. Our people should reduce this greed so that we understand that we are managing. IPOB is in a difficult position, both financially. We have many enemies. We are climbing upward hill. Everything is against us. We have myriads of enemies, so we need to navigate instead of creating internal problems for the leadership. Now, Mazi, I think lastly, I want you to also talk about this. Owing to the events that are happening in this world, everywhere, because we need to tap into the world of politics. Not only what is happening in Nigeria or in Biafra, no. Owing to what is happening in this world, How do IPOB benefit? Because we are in a world of interest. The world is driven, countries are driven with interest, exclusively interest, nothing more. They don't care. This struggle made me to open my eyes to understand the dynamic of this world. No person, no other people love you more than your own people. That is why it pains me a lot when our people will be, because of money, be killing their own brothers and sisters. Whereas other countries, they don't want you to eat, they want us annihilated. Now, Mazi, what I'm asking, how does IPOB benefit from the current world politics? What is the geopolitics that is happening around the world? How do IPOB tap into and benefit? Because as I said, the world is about interest. American interest, European, Western interest is about our oil, crude oil, and gas that they are connecting in our land. They don't care what happens to us as a people, whether we die or whether we perish. That is not their problem. It is for us now, in order to use our God-given grace. If we believe that we are equal human beings, we should navigate, play our own collective survival politics in order to navigate through. Now, please, Mazi, expatiate on this. How does IPOB tap on the geopolitics that is happening everywhere internationally? Go on, please.
Mazi, thank you. Thank you so much. It's also a very interesting question. Mazi, you know what I realized is when you talk about Biafran struggle beyond our own borders, our people know little about regional and international politics. I am not an expert on that, but experience traveling and being interested in politics, have taught me a lot. In my school days, I was a political science student. One thing is that sometimes you can drop an information, only few people can grasp it, and what we are talking about or what is happening surrounding the Biafran struggle. Our people thought that Biafra struggle is we and the Northerners, we and the Yoruba, Biafra will go. No, it doesn't work that way. If the international community, during the Jonathan administration, there was a report written about countries that are stealing Nigerian oil. The oil goes there, the money never returns back to Nigeria. There were 40-something countries. If you come to Nigeria, India, one of their company is good in oil bunkering, one of the Indian companies, and they are doing that on behalf of the British companies because the British know the way we talk about them. So they have their proxy they are using. People don't know that Shell, which is a Netherlands company, they are in collaboration with. It is a British that handed them over that share because of their presence. We see them. We exhibit a kind of a hostile BP, the British Petroleum. They left. I think Murtala Mohammed was the person who did it. Then they hand it over to Shell through another way. They are collecting, still drilling our oil. Mazi, since the rendition of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, I learned a lot. And how did I learn those things? Through our diplomatic engagement. You hear voices, you hear things. It's unfortunate that some of our people, educated people, we look for them because there is a place we were discussing. The people we are talking about this Biafra issue. He said, I will get in touch with one of our professors. That we can't talk this, the government can't talk this without inviting that professor. He's a professor of history. They say we have to get him in touch because they are the ones who will give us the complete story of everything, then and educate us. That means For a country to step into certain issues, they need some experts to come inside. Due to most of our people in Biafra land, they don't want to talk, they are afraid. These issues that we found out now, our people, it's young boys, pick up the challenge, they research to tell people about who we are, who we are, who we are. Evidence are showing these people are the same people, these people are the same people, these people are the same people, even though they are denying themselves. Even somebody was saying to me that people from Cross River and Akwa Ibom, they don't want to give them house in Lagos. Some places, some landlords say they are Igbo. And they are trying to explain that they are not Igbo. They are not they belong to these people. And the people don't listen. That is because our people do not want to understand that beyond your borders, that we have other challenges. The way people see us, some see you as a threat. Nigerian government have already put Biafrans, Igbos, in a very bad spotlight because of the succession. To the point, there was a letter they wrote to a government. We came across that document when they said, you people should not forget, these are those China of Africa. The Nigerian government, the person who wrote that, mentioned it to an European country. Now, when the rendition of Mazi Nnamdi happened, we were trying to do tension that will not affect our people drastically, because there is something Nigeria wanted to happen, and it is not happening with the British counterpart. Everybody have seen how they are pushing out, African countries are pushing out all these people. British is losing everywhere, and on the process they are losing, as they are losing the territories, they are ready to create new ones that they will have allies with. Maz, I think you understand what I mean. Because they will not, that is why you see, as they are pushing them away from Mali, they are trying to divide Mali from the north and give another country. People, they will have their own control. You see now, United Nations envoy is going to Sahrawi state. They are going to divide Morocco and part of Algeria for the, is it Polar Greece people? The United Nations have said they are going to divide it. Consistency. And it's going to happen through referendum, because people are careful, following things the way it's supposed to be. If you push on armed struggle, the Nigerian government will overrun Biafra land. And just to use what is happening in Olo, with the only little thing happening in Olo, people in Olo are turning against IPOB members. Just only in Olo, because of the crimes that have been committed in the name of IPOB. There is some place, if you go talk about IPOB, they will nearly kill you. It is happening because of the crime committed. Imagine when it happens. Imagine when it happens. When it happens, the Nigerian government will overrun you. They have the Air Force, they have the Navy, they have the Army. So what are you talking? Those that are talking rubbish. That's why we must make sure we maintain the international standard and now use our own tactics as Biafrans. Freedom fighting will not be successful without armed struggle. In most cases, nobody doubts that. But you can make a costly mistake, especially in a society people are not well informed, and it will backfire on you. Let me take you to this level. The Biafran War, when it started in 1967, during that period, the USSR was fighting not to disintegrate. Everybody knows that. That was when USSR was fighting. And the USSR at that time was fighting. They will never support you. The USSR did not support us. Policies changed. They did not support us that time because they were facing the same problem in USSR. They didn't want, because can they support a country to disintegrate? No. They have to maintain that they support Nigeria as one country. Ethiopia did not support because Eritrea was also fighting for independence. Sudan did not support because South Sudan was fighting for independence. Eventually, all those people who didn't support, all of them have gotten their independence. Only we could not get. Reasons? Nobody asked those questions. At the end of the day, USSR divided, came out into many countries. Yugoslavia divided also. Now, during that period, Israel was also fighting the 7 Days War, or how many days war with the Arabs. That was in 1968. And the war was going on. During that period, that was the time Biafrans were massacred. America was busy in Vietnam, fighting the war in Vietnam. The world came back on Biafrans. As we are protesting, as the American students, the white guy, Rudolph, where is that guy, Mazi? Remember it for me? The guy that set himself on fire at the United Nations. Bruce Merlock. As they set themselves on fire, the world kept silent. After the war, after Israel finished their own war, USSR was fighting. Most of their weapons they collected from that war was handed over to Nigeria for Nigeria to persecute their own war against Biafrans. Some of the Israeli weapons were used, on government policy. But there are many Israelis, individuals, who are sympathetic because of they witnessed what some of them happened to them in the Holocaust in Europe. So some of them, they have that idea. They didn't want such thing to happen again. So there were Israelites who, they flew to America. They rallied support for the Biafran people, but it was on an individual basis, a group basis, not as a country. Now, we heard that they supported Biafra with $200,000. I don't know who the money entered his pocket. It's just like us. We are now in the struggle. People give people money. They say they have given to Biafra. They don't know who have put that money in his pocket. At that particular point, Mazi, the world is in war. Come forward again. History repeating itself. We are in 2004 or 2001 when Mazi Nnamdi was rendition. Then our problem have started again. Problem of Israel has started. Ukraine is fighting with Russia again. America is in war in Syria, Libya. They are in Yemen now. Middle East is boiling. Do you think North Korea is hot? They are shifting in China, Taiwan. Do you think you black people whom they are stealing from your place, do you think if you do anything, they will come to you? They will not come to you. They are busy. And they want you to make that mistake. They will push the Nigerian government and say, go and finish these people. Go and finish them. Before we finish, we told them we were busy fighting. That is the same thing they will say. They will say we were busy fighting in Russia. We didn't know such thing was happening there. Mazi, I posted a video where a white man in Lagos, in Ajawa State, lined our people up, dashing them bread. A white man.
Mazi, I don't know what Nigeria in general has become.
Thank you.
Mazi,
they are projecting Nigeria in a very bad image. Our people don't know what it means. That is to show you people don't even know. Look at able men going to stand to take a bread. White man bought a bread kit. They line up. After these things are what we have to use to teach our people. They are coming. And as they are sharing bread, they are sharing Bible. The same thing. That is what they will bring for us. Bread of life. Maybe you have prayed on it, they start sharing able-bodied men bread. We are talking about farm. I saw a video, some of our ladies are with their children, Igbo women, sitting on the gutter. They are sharing them biscuits. Women that are capable to go and farm at home. They are bringing us to that level again. Frustration will set in when they come in, Mazi, they kill us. When they come in, they kill us. Mazi, as we are talking, the Nigerian government is trying. That is why any little thing they send battalion, go there, go and finish. Go and finish. Finish them. Our people don't know that it is strategy. All the things Nigeria have killed in Olo, did you ever see where they televise it? Have you ever seen where Nigerian military televised? Don't you know, since that time we wrecked them over using our flag, do you see where they do? They come now, they make press release. IPOB do this, IPOB do that. They know the implication. They know the implication. Because they know if it is being used against them, they know what it means. They know seriously what it means. But one stupid guy is claiming, a government is trying to run away from what they are committing, while a stupid criminal is trying to showcase criminality. That is to show you it is a tactics to draw the Nigerian military into Biafra land to massacre. While those who commit, because if those things are not happening, those who are committing crimes on drugs, on all these kind of things, they will never see something to shade them to commit those crimes. While these things are going on, our people are not looking in future. Mazi, from our intelligence, IPOB noticed there is a community in Anambra every month. More than 1,000 cult members, armed, are coming to that community for a meeting. And we know what cult. Most of them are into robbery. Most of them are into kidnapping, ransom, scam, oil bunkering, all of them. Why is it that those who call themselves the governors, they don't talk even those things? They do like those things doesn't exist. But the whole security report is on their table. They won't go that side. They are doing it, preparing for us to make that mistake. When we make that mistake, the Nigerian government may not send the army all. They will use our people because that's what they are looking for us to have internal conflict. If they succeed in triggering internal conflict, Mazi, you can't blame anybody any longer. They will tell you, and do you know what they are? You know why they are pushing? Do you know why the government and the international community, those who have interest in Biafra land, are pushing? Mazi, the pipeline that we suck our crude oil to Europe, they have not yet connected it. It is the other ones, small ones. They will like war to break in Biafra land so that nobody will know. They will use heavy military, private army. You will hear Shell or Chevron, we say we are bringing our private army. It happens in Iraq, it happens in this thing. Our people don't know. When they want that problem to start, they will tell you there is crisis in that region. They will now deploy military and they now do that job. Because on a normal day, if they want to put that pipe, people will know. They cannot even commission it. But so they are waiting to cause problem in Biafra land. That is the time. While the war is going on, now they bring in the pipe. And they will continue now stealing. They don't need to. They will be in Europe. Your oil is flowing to them. And I tell our people, those things is not an issue. And I'm making it very clear. We do not have problem they put. We are not going to drink the oil. We are going to do business in the future. Whether we like it or not, nobody is against you putting your pipeline. It's business. But one thing we are saying is this. Our freedom matters so much because with their record they have, They have no intention for us to develop as a people, to even live as a people. We have seen other countries come to Saudi Arabia, it is their country that is managing some of these things. They manage their resources. And people are not understanding this. The war centered on the Middle East and Africa. Everybody, just calculate it. From the 80s, Iran and Iraq. I was in secondary school when the Iraq and the Kuwait war started. The war broke down in 1990. I was still in secondary school. And at that time, when the war broke down, it was Iraq. After Iraq finished with Iran, Iraq invaded Kuwait. When they finished that one, it is the same oil pipeline. They go to Syria, Lebanon, Yemen, Libya, everywhere, Africa, Congo, Nigeria, Sudan, Eritrea and Ethiopia, Somalia, Djibouti. This is where they centered the war. The war is centered between Africa and the Middle East. It is like a rotation. When they finish this side, they come this side. They finish this side, they go this side. They finish this side, they drop this terrorist in this place. They finish here, they move to the other side. They are rotating their war between Middle East and Africa. Look at what is happening. And if you are not careful, that is why, as these things are happening, we ask Biafrans, be careful. We do not tell you don't talk about what is happening in Israel or that. Be neutral. Your opinion is your opinion. IPOB, there is nothing written on social media. If it didn't come as a press release, these are external. IPOB will remain neutral because in the past, those people we have supported, they turned their back against us and our people were massacred. On many occasions, our people have praises to Israel. In the churches in the north, they are massacred. Things have happened in many countries, Sharias, our people. It is only the arrival of IPOB that have stopped the massacring of Igbos in the north. Since IPOB came into existence, you don't hear that they are pursuing Igbos in the north to massacre. You have not heard it. And they won't dare it. If they dare it, they know the consequences. Because we have woken up. There are people that supported Trump. That is why we said, go to the America, their politics. It is not our problem. Reasons, people supported Trump. Our people were praising him. Trump won. Our people were clapped down in Iguacha. Some of them are still in prison. Trump has finished his 4 years and gone. This one, 2016. There are people in prison. I'm saying it, let people know. Our people that celebrated Trump with American flag and Israeli flag in 2016 are still in prison in Iguacha. Some of them. So we have to be very careful. What IPOB have done for the past decade is a revolution. It is being heard. What is happening in Sahel today? People get inspired by what we are doing. But people don't know. We don't know how far we have gone to motivate people, to lift people up. People became bold. I have a friend. He's from Cameroon. He told me, I wish our people would be so bold like you people, how to confront government. He said, because for us, we are finished. He said, I wish we are bold. We are just even 10, 20%. Have the boldness in you people to confront government, even in the face of this brutality and killings. That is to show you Biafra is something we have come. But we want our people to know that in this struggle, it has stages. Time will come. Remember, I want everybody to know this. Time will come as you are fighting and going. You're talking about Biafra. we will transact to lead our own self. We're not going to be killing ourselves. Time will come when Biafrans, we are going to be the decision makers. People should know that when you continue on the violent path, you are giving Nigeria the opportunity to continue also on. We are more intelligent than our forefathers, than our fathers who fought that war. Most of them were not abroad. This opportunity, if you do anything, we easily gather ourselves, we go and protest. And I want Biafrans all over the world, do not make mistakes. There are mistakes now, some countries, African countries. Let me give you an example like the Eritreans. Eritreans, from the war they have fought, got their independence. Today, they are now having two oppositions in different countries. You see the Blue Revolution, you see those who came as refugees. Now they are fighting in other people's countries. They didn't take the fight back to Eritrea. They now fought themselves. That is what happened in Israel, it happened in Canada, it happened now. A group of people who are pro-government and those who are opposition, they're now fighting in diaspora. And many of them are being deported. We do not want the Biafra struggle to go that line. Because IPO came when people did not believe. There were most of us, we were the only members in many countries. Some started 2, some started 3, and today IPOB have, grown to a global movement. We should be proud of that. And make sure that we do not destroy it, because it will be difficult to rebuild if we destroy IPO. Mazi Ndewo.
Ndewo Mazi. Mazi, I think we are winding down. You can now go towards your closing remarks, because once again, I want to tell Biafrans that today there will be no opening of lines, please. Another day, another outing, there will be opening of lines so that people will call in and ask questions. But as for today, there will be no opening of lines, because there are many things to be treated. Our people need to be informed from the horse's mouth. So that's it. So Mazi, I want you to continue towards your closing remarks. And also, there's something that I've been inside me that I want to also say, that you should also, appeal to Biafrans, mostly in America. Not all of them. Mazi, the mentality of our people generally in America, I know it is the system. There is this too much greed. Mostly the people in America, it is manifesting, honestly. When you see how our people in America is behaving, I say mostly in the USA, it is mind-boggling, honestly. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu talked about Biafrans in America, that if they rise up, because he took example from the Jewish in diaspora, those in America. Somebody even gave $1 million that time to the Zionist movement, to the Jewish movement that time. So, but what our people mostly, many problems we are having even in Biafra land, I don't know, right from time, you see that many of our people, I'm not generalizing, but mostly the mentality of our people in America, please, our people should not be Americanized with this greed of having it all for me. Now I must be in control. Now, Mazi, please go towards your closing remarks, and also touch on this to appeal to our people. Please go on, please. There will.
Mazi Ndewo, thank you so much. To this end, like the issue you brought up, it's a very good observation, and I used to say it here. We have very dedicated Biafrans also in America. But there is, you know, I don't want to say things. See what you, I don't know, you know, what happened is that somebody will call them from home. I told them I'm a commander, I'm IPOB member. He said, they're not giving us food, though. He believed. He won't say, can you go through your coordinator? Because some of them are looking for contact to be relevant. They are looking, they have nothing. So when somebody called them, he say, okay, we are not, he will give him $100. He have gotten a contact. Next time he send him another $100. The person who is calling him increase his lies. He start to perfect the lies. He can take picture of somebody who is wounded. He told them we went to work. Somebody is wounded. He sent for him. He will not come to the IPOB leadership to say, we have medical department. We have. He will not come on radio and say, please, how can I get there? No. No. You know what he's preparing his mind? Contact Adela on a platter of gold. If there are people he has problem in his village, people he has problem in Nigeria, he told the guy, I will send you people money. There is somebody I want you people to deal with. Mas, that is what most of them used to do. Now he have gotten his own boys. There is some of our brothers, I used to say it, for the fact that you went to America, you joined the army. My brother, maybe your secondary school, you know, that's the mentality some people have also at home. In a community, when one boy who drop out from the secondary school or from junior WAEC go and join the army, for the fact he have joined the army, he is being regarded as the most intelligent and powerful person in that community now. This is the mindset. It was the things that the military rule, that's the mindset they kept in our people. You see somebody, because he went to the soldier, he was a soldier, he don't want to listen again. He's kill and do this and commit crime. That is how they behave. And they forgot, that is why in the military they have too many uneducated people, because the military cannot accommodate educated people. They need the stupid people. They need mainly stupid people. People who don't know, who cannot even question. And that's why you see them behaving the way they behave. And some of our people that they claim they went to the military, they formed, immediately they Mazi Nnamdi Kanu do this thing, they divided, they formed their own group. They say they are. Everybody have forgotten our office, the BTV office. We supported through the media this thing, they opened the office in America. The moment that office, they hold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the same people turn around and accuse us how we sold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. These people in America. I'm not talking about Omo Adaka. These men, they accuse us how we were there, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu sold us. They turned that BTV. Most of you, have you forgotten the BTV office that they say they did this thing? That's why we don't want people to do things for us. They came and attached themselves with IPOB, having a different agenda. They posted how they have gotten permits to be reporting from White House. Now that they are there, I thought by now they will be bringing reports from White House. They told us that was one of the things they lies, because these are men, lies full their mouth. They told us they have gotten permission, they will be reporting from White House. We gave the support. Everything was going fine until Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was rendition. Immediately Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was rendition. They do what? They take over the office, erase anything. Biafran television, they said now they are American veterans something. They divide from the main one they have there, they form their own group. They are now the American Igbo veterans stuff. Now, there is the other one, badges. Now they start sending somebody to Onyendu for the government in exile, to give them permission to start government in exile. If they have anything to offer, they should go ahead and offer it and stop blackmail. Mazi, some of them there were the people, some of them there, they start to recruit people at home. And most of the people they recruited, they have killed almost all of them. They have killed all of them. It is these people in America, they opened the radio, they opened Radio North America. There was one guy we have here, he started anchoring the radio for them. They called Pastor Jack, that later started working for them. He betrayed, and so when they catch him, they kill. He signed a pact with the GSS. All the people they pick, he directed them, they kill all of them. He signed a pact with DSS and he's hiding it today. We know some of them. Everybody know it. The former Imo State woman leader that went to the detention, she signed also a pact with the government. She came out, she's the one gathering people, they are massacring our people through her. Push her, she's working with the criminal groups. The same thing happened with Pastor Jack. Do you hear him talk again? They have done the job. People don't ask where is Pastor Jack again. You think he died? They didn't kill him. When they arrest him, they use him and massacre many of our people through Mrs. Bridget in America. Mrs. Bridget and Father Megwa, they used Pastor Jack. He became their commander. They caused havoc. Mrs. Bridget, they caused havoc in Oguta from her place. And at the end of the day, people were massacred. Youth were killed. Both the guys they call engineer, at the end of the day, Rabbi Charles, Pastor Jack was released. He is into hiding. He called people secretly, find me money. They don't, because he know the part he has signed with them. Have you heard him talk again? It's America. If you are not careful, they destroy you. Have you people forgotten what they call this man, Dr. What they call him? How they sabotage the whole of Iguacha? How they sabotage the whole of Iguacha? Send people, everybody, they start talking rubbish, sabotage and kill our people. These are the people, they continue to wreak havoc. Some of them are Juala Hoyi. Now they have calmed down. You see them talking about Biafra? They have formed another group. Now it's Rising Sun. So you know you will form Rising Sun all this way. You didn't form it until you come in IPOB, put problem. Now you go and form your Rising Sun. Mazi, this is what, you know, there are some things Onyendu said. I believe people always misinterpret him because that is not the intention. When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, any day our women came out in America, Biafra will come. Bam! Politicians grab there. They start to push the women. Everybody. Nnamdi Kanu, the women came out. Tell you say that Nnamdi Kanu said they took over. They make vote of no confidence. Oh, you remove all the men in the DOS. Mazi, it is all in America. In our own honest way, they asked us, let us gather people around the world to make protests for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in London. We didn't know that we are gathering women in IPOB families to upset the IPOB leadership. Mrs. Bridget, the moment we do this thing now, immediately they swing in. That is what put confusion in many IPOB places. But they should trust now. Then we put in people. What they didn't understand is when we suspect them, we put men now, we put intel as men inside the groups who start to listen to them. Where they were planning, talking about Chinasa Nworu, Chinasa Nworu is this. Now Chinasa Nworu is, they want to make case. They think I'm in America. You know, I used to tell them, I don't care what they think. It's in America they can chance their men. In Alibo, women don't chance men. And unfortunately, I am in an Arab country where women don't chance men. So, those nonsense, sometimes, they can do it to people there, but let them take it and come to me. It doesn't mean I don't respect a woman, but if a woman don't respect me, especially those ones in America, they are Umadaka. They come out and they talk rubbish, thinking everybody will take their nonsense. Mazi, those women, those who are Daka, there are the women in America, they are doing good, but there are specific ones. Manka Baroto, all of them, these are the ones causing problem in this struggle. And we have taken note. When they failed now, they went and they should be brought into the DOS. They now start lobbying. After they have destroyed, disowned the DOS, make vote of no confidence, the other one brought a letter that Onyendu said if anything happened to her, she became the next in command, Oyibo. She went to Mrs. Kanu, the wife of our leader, to ask her to endorse the letter. That if Onyendu is not around, she's the one to take over the look at. That's how they talk. Some of them, I'm sorry to say it, they are not, you understand me? Here, in America. Some of these women, that's what I say. And they found their feet and they come here, start talking to people anyhow. If they see me on the road, can they talk nonsense? Anyway, Mazi, moving forward, Biafrans and all the lovers of freedom have come to the end of this program. And the one thing I want you to take home this evening is this. For those who assassinated our national coordinator in Biafra land, we have a score to settle. And I'm telling you, we are not going to joke about it. We are not going to boast. If you know you are using the name of IPOB, ESN, extorting money from people in Biafra land, you should know that IPOB, if they lay their hands on you, you will ever regret the day you started using the name of IPOB for that. IPOB do not encourage any criminality in Biafra land. We are fighting criminality and Fulani herdsmen. At the early stage, the duty of ESN is to fight the Fulani herdsmen. But criminals now are trying to take over our society, and the IPOB is doing everything possible to curtail the excesses of Fulani herdsmen, criminals and kidnappers, car snatchers, organ harvesters, and also these communities that have turned our communities to drug peddling communities. And this evening, I'm going to draw a special attention in Olo, in Omuaka, Olo. And after this program, I will also release most of those lists. There are people that, one thing people don't understand, most of these guys are from the same community. They are terrorizing their community. They are, if you are not a criminal, if you are not into some quack business, how can you be a member of a state house of assembly? All you encourage is criminality in your city, in your community, in your town. All the people you associate with are people that are into illegal and bad businesses. People that are doing drug businesses, people that are doing organ trafficking, criminals, kidnappers. That's the people you have. So you are part of them. That's why you are encouraging them. There is one member, one person from Olo, he's in the House of Assembly, in the House, Imo State House, Ozioma Worship. I don't know, he's in Imo. He works for this criminal. They call him Ozioma, Honorable Ozioma Worship. Everybody's supposed to know him. He is working with these criminals in Olo through the boy they call Asari Dokubo. It's not Asari Dokubo, the one, it's not the Greek pig. This one in Omuaka is answering Asari Dokubo. He is one of the criminals in the what they call it. He's one of the criminals in that valley, Mother Valley. When they dislodged them there, he came now and they pinched his tent in Omuaka with the B-44, another criminal. And every crime they are committing in that criminal, they are claiming that they are ESN. And I'm making it very clear this evening that ESN do not have any commander called Asari Dokubo. We do not even have anything to do in Olu, topless of an Omak. There is no ESN in Omak. You are flaunting Omaka. They are flaunting AK-47 in Omaka. Do you understand me? Claiming, terrorizing the village. B44. I am making it very clear so that all the people we know, this Asari Dokubo, not Asari from Bayelsa or River State. Asari, this Asari is a guy named he took to confuse people. He's from Omaka also. They have been terrorized. They have been in that place in the Mother Value. Now they have, and they are using somebody. One traditional ruler there. I don't want to call your name, but it is better you, traditional ruler, you know yourself. They are using you, terrorizing your own community. You want to subdue people. And so far, they have killed a lot of people in the community. So far. In the name, with their business. Last time, they killed some members of the youth who are just vigilantes in the community. So, why I am saying this is that after this program, because many people might not be listening to this program, we are going to publish their names so that when you hear Asari Dokubo in Omoaka, don't think it is Asari the one in Rivers. So, what we will be calling is Asari Dokubo from Omoaka, the one from Omoaka. I will even get his real name so that we put it Aka Asari Dokubo. That is what we are going to do. Everybody should know that anybody in Olu, even that honorable Osioma worship, is also from Olu. And this Asari Dokubo, this guy they call Asari Dokubo, I think his real name, because what we know is his real name is Chidi Onwenu. Chidi Onwenu Aka Asari Dokubo. I am making it very clear for people in Olu that IPOB, ESN do not have anybody called Chidi Onwenu Aka Asari Dokubo. We do not have any camp in that state. They should use the name of the criminal gang they are using to commit their crimes and leave the name of ESN. For you to know, working with a member of Imo State House of Assembly, Osioma Worship, using the name of ESN committee, not even in his own name, claiming their ESN commander, when they know who is their leader, they know they are auto criminal, they know where they came out from, because ESN is a better name. Somebody in the State House of Assembly using those people, committing crime in the name of ESN, this is unacceptable. And we are going to make all these things available to the public. And if care is not taken, a press release will follow to disassociate IPOB from what is happening in Olu, in Omak. Because this is how we kept silent on certain issues. People were pampering some issues without coming out to say, this person is not authorized to do this thing. Maybe you are thinking tomorrow. Some are thinking maybe tomorrow they will hijack IPOB. IPOB will be under their own custody. But what I'm saying is this. Every IPOB member, you know them. You know those people who have sabotaged, who have left the struggle, go their own direction. Let it remain so. Unless those who were being misinformed, but those who have been a part, attack IPOB members, kill IPOB members, sabotage what we are doing, you found yourself being in a risky position because of them, do not bring them back into the IPOB family. It's very, very important. It's not everybody will be part of us. It's not everybody. If everybody is part of us, one day, may we don't want your step to go there aside because it will not make sense. But what we are asking is our people, if they want to support this struggle genuinely. Do not invite IPOB, do not use the name of IPOB, or do not wait until IPOB go and do one thing for you before. No, we will not do that. We will not do that. But if you want to support IPOB, support IPOB. And finally, Biafrans, everybody should wake up. The future is bleak. It's not as you people are thinking it. We have to make sure, even if we have started harvesting our agricultural produce, make plans to plant more. Make plans. Plant in the bags, cement bags, normal bags. Use water. Have something in your compound. There is a really good improvement during this season. And next year, during the coming agricultural season, I think we are going to go more bigger. Our people will most surely produce what they are eating. It is very, very important that these particular things, we should not take them for granted. Even though we are looking for our nation, we should be careful. We should know we need food. Imagine Ukraine has been fighting for how many years, but they are still dashing Nigeria grain. Does it mean because of war they don't farm? Does it mean they don't want to keep food? Even though we want to divide it, are we going to stop eating? We need food security. We want our people, let us turn agriculture on a year-round activity. It shouldn't be this time from time. No. Crops different, but all those vegetables, food, things that we need, we suppose. Let pumpkin be a year-round something. Let them be melon, granite. There are waters around our places. We are from the tropical area. That there are rivers that pass many villages. If you clear many rivers, the river will flow more. Those rivers you have, in some places, get fishes, feed in the rivers. There are people in rivers, small rivers in the community. Feed them with fishes. People can go there to feed them with fishes. Our people do not. Let me say this thing here, let everybody know. Everybody must learn how to put one thing or the other in the East. According to IPOB research that we carried out, we found out that that Igbos, our people, I'm saying these states, Delta State, Abia State, Enugu, Anambra, Imo, Akwa Ibom, and Cross River, the amount of fish bought. I mean, we make a research that we found out that 90 people who are traders of this fish, catfish, they are making purchase of 1.8 billion naira weekly from the West, from the Yoruba land. 1.8 billion. This is fresh fish. Madam Mazi, Madam Mazi. It's other people are farming it. Imagine on a weekly basis, 90 traders are buying 1.9 billion, 1.8 or 1.9 billion naira fish from Lagos. This is fresh one, not dry. I'm not talking about the one they are bringing from Medugri. I mean fish that our people are consuming on a weekly basis in the whole of this Southeast country. 1.8 billion naira catfish, fresh fish. What are we doing, Biafrans? The one they are bringing from Medugri, from Gamborungala, dry fish, that one runs in billions. Comes in truck. I mean live, fresh fish from Yoruba land. Catfish. 90 traders. 90. They are 90. They are 90. One of them testified to me that only her buys fish of 100 million naira weekly, and it is not enough. Dear friends, let us open our eyes. We are industrious people. Can it happen? Okay, charger. Let us go home and do something, feed ourselves, build our economy, and build our cities. Mazi Chinasa, I will stop here. I'm Biafrans all over the world. Once again, my name is Mazi Chinasa Nworu. Mazi Chinasa Nworu served the indigenous people of Biafra as a member of the Director of State. Kachifo Numu Chineke.
The woman, Biafrans, you have had it from the horse's mouth. We must continue No need to add anything. Therefore, from me, Mazi Jonathan Chinedu, from here, it is simply good evening.